Good morning, guys, or good evening, or good day. Yeah, it is. It is a new week, and it's time for me to start, um, like continuing the like the storyline for PGR. I'm kind of delayed on like what, 2 months for the story, so I need to catch up. I should be able to catch up like probably 2 months later after this. I mean, I can finish it like really fast too. But I just want to savor the entire story. Yeah, so how's everyone? Yes. Hello. Well, at least on the bright side, I was able to get, live here. How's PGR? Well, I still haven't gotten, Liv's weapon and her COB, so I'm still working on it. I might get it, like, before the event ends or something. Hopefully. Hopefully. Because I'm trying to reserve some of my slots here for... Wow. Let's do this. It's free anyway. Darn. I tried. I wasn't lucky enough. Oof. Right, next mails. Yeah, I gotta do the daily first before I hop into the main star line. Yeah, so how's everybody's day or weekend? Y'all had a good weekend. Yeah, for me, my stressful week is already upcoming right now. Starting on Wednesday. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work. A feature from day one. But that's nice. Yeah, I saw like the transition from how they created the characters a long time ago to wow, today. And I'm still like missing like I still miss the one part of the story here, which is the Acolyte. I haven't heard anything about the Acolyte anymore. It's been so long. It's like turned me into a whale. Dang. Yeah, I'm still not a whale. What else? Guild. Grab this one. There. Check this. Oh. Okay, no one has done this first. Might as well put my record. Okay, let's see. We gotta warm ourselves up. So we have fire, dark, fire, ice, another fire. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty sure triple packs got me. Oh dang. Are you playing the EU? I see. Well, I play on global. So Southeast Asia actually, or Asia, or I'm not sure if they have that. Well, I'm just following the global schedule. Yeah, Genevieve is really purple. I just stick to her. in, and maybe a little bit of yeah, let's add her in. Yeah, I feel like I might actually use the other one. Yeah, I don't have any stuff on her. Oh dear. I think I need to add something for her. Or I can just use the tank. No, I need at least one healer. So what has HEU and NA has 3 servers to pick when logging in the corner. Yeah, I didn't bother looking into that one again after so long. Let's see. What else should I use than this? Maybe we can borrow. Now let's unequip this one. And use Jetafy. Dark level max and across enemies on the screen. Ooh. Oh. Thanks for subscribing, by the way. Yes, yeah, hello. I forgot to like turn on my redeem sounds here. There we go. Right, I guess this will do. Time to warm my fingers up. Yeah. One more. There we go. This is very useful. 4 seconds. There we go. Nice.
これで終わり全然物足りないな。
$68,000. Right, what was this? 681? Yeah, 68K. This is fine. There. Next. Hey, Uniframes. Yes, my Selena. I'm actually broken with Selena. Freaking love her.
はいはい。あんたの命令なら何でもやるよ。
And equip her with a little bit of a CUB. I can use Sheikah. There. That should do it. Okay. Let's do this.
アダージュアンダンテ演奏開始時期は義務のように強制されるもの
Okay. Oops. I misclicked.
で
Oh
ア
dear.
ダージュアンダンテ演奏
Let
開
me
始
try again.
アリアの時間
Launch.
時期は義務のように強制されるものではあります私がコーダさせてあげましょう
There we go. And the combination begins.
ピエロショーを見て
アリアの時間です
There.
私がコーダをさせてあげましょうアリアの時間です
ピエロショーを見て
私がコーダをさせてあげましょう
Yeah. This is gonna be really broken.
ピ
私がコーダをさせてあげましょう
ピエロショーを見て
I love how dangerous she is like
アリア
this.
の時間です私がコーダをさせてあげましょうアリアの時間です
ピエロショーを見て
私がコーダをさせてあげましょう
37 seconds. So I have a lot of time.
ピエロショーを見て
私がコーダをさせてあげましょう
There we go.
ピエロ
私がコーダをさせてあ
I
げ
can
ま
just
しょ
spam
う
it or ultimate like this.
ピエロショーを見て
私がコーダをさせてあげましょう
ピエロショーを見てピエロショーを見て
There we go.
このレクイエム戦場に消えてしまったすべての命に捧げるもの
Darn. So close. Almost 80,000. 900,000. Right. One more. This is gonna be, oh dear, I don't have her fully yet. So it's fire, electricity, wait, yeah, fire, electricity, dark. One of each element, almost. Yeah, she's the only one strongest. And apparently I still haven't built her yet, so we're gonna pass this one for now, until I have the necessary items. Right. Let's go over here. Do this one. Stone reinforcements. More external reinforcements. Mission. Go over here. More external. Go over here. Relocate 3. More reinforcements. Skip to the supply crate. Jump over back to the starting point. One more reinforcement. Yeah, that should do it for now. Darn. Okay, now we talk to my construct. There. What else? We gotta do... gotta do Fan and Pain. How's this game compared to the other gacha games? Let's see. So I've tried different gacha games and, well, mostly sci-fi. I'd say the game in this one is that, if you're referring to the lore, this one's absolute best. Like, I love the lore. I love the lore in this game. Mechanics-wise, it's a bit confusing because you'll be dealing with the ping system that you have here, and what else? Character design here is actually pretty good. Voice actors, actresses are also good. Music is top-notch as well. What else? Well, at least it's not really much of a... I don't know. I don't think this is a Gooner game or anything, because compared to other games I've seen, they're like they have like a lot of fan services. This game doesn't really have that much. I think it did. I'm not sure. I don't think it did. I mean, they look sexy enough, but cool mostly. So I wouldn't say. Yeah, I'd say this one's really good, to be honest. It's worth a shot. The only thing you'll be having a trouble here is the understanding the game mechanics, but that's pretty much it. Okay, so this one is like ultimate slash effect receives increasing. Okay, he doesn't like physical. So yeah, we changed the element to ultimate slash. There we go. This should do it. But yeah, I've been playing this game for 3 years. Has it been 3 years already? I think it's been 2 years now for me. One, two, three. Well, this. One, two, three. And there. 1, 2, 3. One more. And finish. 3 years? Is there gadget fair though? So far, yes. The gadget here is actually pretty fine. So a total max of 60 for a pity roll, and it's almost pretty much guaranteed that you'll get the character you want, since they have like a this one they have like a certain selection. I can show you here. Hold on. Yeah, so as you can see here, let's say for the current event, this she's the limited character event right now. And yeah, you can actually see on the bottom left corner, it's like 10 out of 60. And in case you reach the pity roll for this one, you pretty much get her guaranteed. But in case if it's like a 10 every 10 rolls for this, after like rolling an A rank or an S rank, you pretty much get the like there's a chance always, like a soft pity, if you will. Yes. Well, yes, PJ enjoyers. Yeah, it also goes the same with the normal banner as well, and well, this was an anniversary limited, so this is quite different. And I'm about to like reach another pity here, and also I'm about to reach a pity as well on the standard banners. Well, you can actually choose right now, because before they didn't have this. So now you can actually choose any of the S ranks you want to get. And that's a guarantee once you pull up the S rank. But if it's like an A rank, you can also have a chance to get one of the A ranks here that you won. It's really nifty. It's really useful. And improving them actually makes them a lot stronger. This is why I hate gacha games. They're really good games, but they're so frustrating. It's business. I mean, if you want to have a really good, like, trying to maintain the company, I mean, nothing comes for free. Someone has to work for it. And they earn through certain transactions in the game, I guess. Well, we don't talk about other companies who were pretty much outright awful towards their game developers. I'm looking at you, EA. But yeah, nowadays I'm seeing like a couple of companies now are not doing so well. Like, for example, yes, we have like Korean's actually doing pretty good. EA is actually like being weird right now. Then there's what else? For movies, before I used to look up towards Disney stuff, but now I'm like another Disney movie. Not gonna watch. I don't know, their song writings are awful nowadays. Actually, FTP friendly. Yes, that's why I love this game. Like, the games here that you show play are almost pretty much FTP friendly. There. And trigger this. I don't know what I'm doing on physical. My rotations are ugly. I haven't really practiced with this phone, to be honest. I was busy with other things. This boss is really annoying. Yeah. Yes, yes. Welcome to the stream. This thing will laugh at you. Yeah, it kind of does that. I mean, at least he's true to his character. Considering power here is actually like a very futuristic version. Besides the VTuber, how long to get the genetically engineered cats? Well, currently in this certain dimension, your technology is not gonna be. It's still far away, like huge far away. Dealing with genetics is actually like a big thing. So one thing is for sure is that you guys have to deal with your certain moralities, right? Because bioengineering is something out of nowhere is a very risky thing for politics. You know, political thing. So, Wendy. Yeah, I only exist in the mirror dimension.
にこの曲を捧げましょう。終幕のカーテンコール。
2, 3.
ここでオーバーチュアはここまで。ライトモチーフを奏でましょう。
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
グラーベ、フォルティッシモ。
I love that finish.
この音色
Cat
た
girl
ちが
constructs.
心地よいスコアを追い
This
ま
is
す
my
んで。
first to convert. I think they did. Ish? Wait, hold on. Let me look into this. They have like a somewhat like a cat. Somewhat. I think we have one. I have to look into the list. Hold on. Let's see. Who is a possible cat? This is no, she's just cool. Queen, mermaid. Yeah, Lucia can be a cat. Ishmael might be. Changhu. Oh, Spencer. Holy excellent cat ears. Oh, in my VR streams, I actually have cat ears. Whenever I wish. It's like a toggle. Yeah, Discord is pretty much like a wolf. She kind of fits on a wolf, based on her design. Just like, I guess just like, her. So, she's also a wolf kind of thing. I guess they can fight each other. They're both kind of wolf-like. Who can be a cat? Oh, this one! Yeah, Bambinata is a cat. Ish. Like, look at that. She's definitely a cat. Yeah, nobody has used Bambinata for quite some time already. So, yeah. Again, since there's his weapons. Yeah, so there's, well, in this game we have, Discord. Weather Waves has Chisa. I actually like her weapons. Mantis weapons. Mantis blades. Is it practical? No. Cool? Hell yeah. Yeah. I mean, it kind of goes with Scythe as well. Scythes, practically speaking, in combat, is absolutely useless. It's just anime and other stuff that just makes it really cool. And intimidating. But practical-wise, it always gets a beat down from different weapons like spears and swords. Bite me. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's the only character who's pretty much like a cat. I'm not sure about Echo, though. Or Alyssa. Alyssa's like... I don't know. Does she look like a cat to you? Aww. Oh no. I actually like how she tries to control her, her armor. It's pretty cool. Also, hello, Chimpus. Because I'm You'll have a pleasant charisma when enemies have to roll d6 when facing you to avoid fear. Oh, by the way, I also tried her abilities, like Limpidity's abilities. She kind of matches on what I want to do. I'm kind of intrigued in how to do it. Like, you know what? I'm gonna try making one of her animations. It looks really cool, though. There. Warzone. We have Laser Allen and Nihil. Okay. I kind of got demoted, so it's understandable. Yeah, I need electricity for this, so we'll deal with that later. For now, I'm just gonna deal with this one. There. Probably one of the few characters I actually love in this game is actually like both Bianca and Ishmael. Those are my top two.
見せてあげるあなたの知らない景色をお返しするわ悪くない
One, two, three, four.
あなたの望む奇跡天才的なやはりこの物語の結末は変わらない見せてあげる
Second
あ
round.
なたの知らない景色をこのまま私が先導しますあなたの望む静かに滅びないやはりこの物語の結末は
1
変
minute
わらない
35 seconds.
この程度に時が消えなさい崩壊なさい真実を受け入れなさいこれで終わり物語終焉の音を聞きなさい
Dang, her design is really cool.
崩壊なさい真実を受け入れなさい
One.
偽りの存在のこれで天才的なタッチ終焉の音を聞きなさい
Again. Oh wait, I should have switched to darn. Oh well. This is fine.
このまま私が先導します他あなたの望み静かに滅びやはりこの物語
Yeah, I'll do the
の結
rotations
末は
later.
変わらない
Let's try again.
見せてあげるあなたの知らない景色
Two, three, four, five.
このまま私が先導しますお返しするわ
Like,
あなたの静かに滅びないやはりこの物語の結末は変わらない
there. Let's switch to this girl.
この
This
程
one.
度溶けて消えなさい崩壊なさい
There.
真実を受け入れなさ
I
い
still don't know how to use her
これで終わり物語終焉の
leaf
音を
form.
聞きなさ
I
い
still gotta get used to it. Do I need to
溶
hold
け
it?
て消えなさい偽りの存在の崩壊なさい
There we go.
真実を受け入れなさい偽りの存在のこれで終わり物語終焉の音を聞きなさい
There.
見せてあげるあなたの知らない
Just trying to use the leap. Yeah, I'm not gonna use the leap though.
あなたの望む天才的なやはりこの物語の結末は変わらない
There.
見せてあげる
Wait, 20.
あなたの知らない景色を
Few more seconds.
あなたの望む天才的なタッチやはりこの物語の
9
結
seconds.
末は変わらない
Again.
見せてあげるあなたの知ら
One,
ない景色
two. Dive this.
このまま私はあなたの望む奇跡を抱きしめたやはりこの物語の
2 seconds.
結末は変わらないこの程度の愛真実を受け入れなさい
Ah, darn. So close.
前へと進むわあなたも共にでしょ
Also, welcome to the stream, by the way. Yeah, timing is like one key factor in the game if you want to survive. Okay. Let's do it. Now let's try rolling, see if I can actually get her weapon. Right. Wish me luck. I wish to have her weapon, please. Darn. Again. I need her weapon so I can finally complete her. Darn. I need an S rank weapon. A 6-star one. Please give me. Darn. I tried. I failed. Oh well. Guess we'll have to do it the other way. Well, there's this one, so I'll roll for this. It's like almost there. 5 more rolls for this one, and I get a 6-star weapon. Yeah, look at that. Just a few more. What else? But I still have to, like, run... Well, this one's like 6 days more. Yeah, I still need to do this. I'll probably get back to this later. So, for now, I guess we can just jump into the main story first. One by one, I'm also building slowly. Yes, it's always that step by step. It's very important. Okay, so we continue towards the pilgrimage. We are now in the Echoes Drift. So after the events of what happened to the Spark to Wildfire, where we play as, well, we actually knew the story about Vera, and where she fought against, I forgot his name. And there's like a bunch of Lloyds, like a lot of Lloyds. I forgot the main boss in this one. What's his name again? Darn. So yeah, now we'll continue where we actually left off. So procrastinate 20. It's all good. What's the speedrun mode? Speedrun mode. This is actually pretty new. I do not know this one. Should I click this? Should I not click this? Skip regular stages with story, exploration, and interactions, and defeat all enemies to clear. Ooh. Actually, I don't want to skip this. I want to know the story. Skips all cutscenes. Ooh. Okay. Still have to play this chapter. Still finishing 34. Oh, we're back to the aquarium. Yeah, that place is a freaking nightmare, especially for Bianca. Because, back in the story again, this is exactly the place where Chica died, and also, was it Chica? Or Chico? No, wait, I think it was Chico. Yeah, Chico died. It's kind of a sad story in this one. Dang, I can't believe I'm actually using this one to build again. Yeah, I haven't played this Sigmund form in so long. Yeah, Chico. Oh, that's her? She's like seeing something. Wonder what that is. I'm just coding them. She wasn't so expensive. I know that feels. I was gonna have some of the coding in this game. But you know, I'm an FTP. At least to a certain extent. Yeah, I don't like these kind of creatures. They're so creepy as hell. There. 1, 2.
夢の終わりをここに宣告します。ビアンカ魔女。
Huh. Yeah, she was labeled as the witch.
来て食べに。声はあの方向からですね。意識界、ここは。
Whenever I see Bianca now, it kind of reminds me of Cartethia in Lua. Winds stand, jagged tangles, birds carry off bleached bones and mournful songs. Her coating peels away bit by bit, under the relentless wind and sand. With a heavy tombstone strapped to her back, she stares vacantly at the endless road stretching before her. Who am I? Her wandering gaze drifts to the crumbling walls beside her, a blurred visage flickering in the shattered glass, as a lone snowflake slowly settles on her eyelash. Snow. I was born in the snowfields. The snowfields. I heard she killed the priest who said who raised her since child with her own hands, right there in the snowfields. It's not like that. It's as they say, people who come in contact with a witch will. I didn't. Yeah, she was branded back then. But she didn't have any choice though. You're useless, you couldn't even finish off a corrupted. What a coward. I learned they called you witch. I was hoping you could be a merciless leader who never hesitates. Yeah, that's ouch. This talking is watching me. What I've believed in is truly right. Who am I, really? What role am I meant to take in this world? The gravel beneath her feet turns to mud, sucking her down into the swamp's hungry whirlpool. And there she sees it, herself, adrift in the red tide. Her voice catches in her parched throat, her hand stretching out in vain as the red tide's corruption seeps deeper, pulling her consciousness away from the body. She can't fall like this. She knows she can't. Darkness swells, devouring her vision. Bianca. Is that me? It's calling me. Without warning, her visual module shuts down, plunging her into absolute darkness. The witch plunges into the deep sea. Bianca's Adrift, Chapter 35. Yeah, the starting point is actually pretty interesting already. Vonnegut temporary base. Oh dang, I haven't heard about Vonnegut for ages. After he sealed himself in tower. So, this might be interesting. Mister, this is not the awakening time we agreed on. I am aware. I decided to wake you earlier than planned. We need to begin breathing the red tide ahead of schedule. But this, well, there have been some unexpected complications. The facility beneath the Copperfield Aquarium, it can no longer wait. Yes, konbanwa, Korohime. I've lost contact with the tower. Oh, the tower. The purple-haired ascendant, who was just awakening, is clearly still in a drowsy state, unable to immediately grasp Vonnegut's meaning. Do you mean that tower you mentioned before, mister? The agent detects his confusion. I haven't heard anything from that place in quite some time. Yeah, I haven't heard anything from me. Imagine, he's talking about himself. Something might have happened, so we need to start the Copperfield's aquarium plants ahead of time. Then what about the aquarium's lower third level? Leave it be for now. With his expression hidden behind his mask, the man quickly flips 2 pages, snaps his notebook shut, and fixes his gaze once more on the purple-haired descendant. Be quick. We don't have much time left. Understood, mister. Right, next. Aquarium. Crimson red tide washes over her vision. Silhouettes, aged like old film strips, drift through memories, flickering with an uncertain light. I actually like how they put these small captions on the titles of each chapter. As you browse through the file marked classified on the terminal, you and Lucia exchange a glance before signaling to Ascend that you've finished reading. You'll find pretty much everything in there. I finished reading. 3 rescue teams have vanished one after another of the Copperfield Aquarium, and there's been no word from them since. Copperfield Aquarium. The name lingers in your mind, unfamiliar yet hauntingly resonant, as an inexplicable sense of deja vu arises. Nearby, the discussion in the conference room continues. Search and rescue missions don't usually get rated this high risk. Is there something dangerous inside the aquarium that can't be officially placed close to the file? Among the missing teams, 2 of them were on par with the elite squads. His gaze sharpens. The significance of 2 elite squads alone speaks volumes. Yeah, because as an elite squad, they shouldn't be taken out that easily. You see, because intelligent analysis suggests any ascendant involvement. I wish that was the full extent of it. Yeah, we haven't heard anything from the ascendants lately, so they've been pretty quiet. Sorry, my mind drifts off for a second. It's okay. This should be your off-duty time, but this mission at Copperfield Aquarium can't really wait. Copperfield Aquarium. The crimson swell of the red tide drifts once more across your sight, a hazy veil through which 2 silhouettes emerge like fragments spliced from old film reels, surfacing in slow motion before fading away. I'm actually thinking who these are. So I would assume this is Chico. Okay, on the left side, that's Chico. On the right side, that's gonna be... kind of looks like Bianca. Or probably her sister, like Chico's sister. I forgot her name. Darn. But they're both dead anyway. So... Copperfield Aquarium. The one with all the bionic exhibits. Yeah, have you heard about it? After Babylonia left Earth, that place should have been left abandoned, but given it was a prominent Copperfield family asset. Our archives likely still have visual records of it. I haven't looked really into it, but... Is Bianca with one of the missing teams, or is Chico one of the missing teams? Oh, right. Okay, so dialing back to the story, this is the part where Bianca tried to investigate what happened to Chico. Well, I mean, not really happened, but she was with Chico. Yeah, I think this is the part where where Chico died, like in that previous chapter, long ago. Yeah, I guess we'll have to abide with the story, so... I'm aware that Chico is already missing, but Bianca, however... Our baseless question slips out unchecked. How did you know? I'm not from the future. Nicola? The mission briefing only mentioned rescue teams, and we haven't said a thing about the purifying force so far. Where did you get this information? I saw some chats. I shouldn't be revealing anything about the future. It did the sharp edge of the interrogation of Nicola's words at once. I didn't have any other sorts of information. Are you doubting me? You dare doubt me? Yes. Well, welcome to the stream. Purifying force receive visions only through secure specialized channels. Their movements are untraceable by design. That's need to know intel hides clearance. So, how did you know the purifying force went to the aquarium? I wouldn't tell, like I'm from the future. I'm not doubting you, but we need to understand what's happening. I saw it. I saw shadows. You saw it. I also saw some other information. Tell us about it. Oh no. Talk about Bianca in a familiar frame, or talk about the red tide falling into the sea? I can't really use this. Might as well go for this one. I saw the red tide spreading through the sea. They said that Lethos used the sewers to avoid silent surveillance and led the red tide into the aquarium. Bianca switched to a frame called Stigmata and stepped inside the aquarium. After that, the blurry image freezes. Images freeze on grotesque and tear-sleeping limbs. No matter how hard you stare, the red tide's illusion obscures what lies beyond. I will play Tendo. You saw shadows. I can't accept vague explanations like that, or maybe Nicholas' gaze now clearly carries a scrutinizing edge. Relax, Nicola. You and I both know the Great Raven Commander is the last person to be doubted. Yeah, don't doubt me, Nicola. You have no say in this. I'm on the front line. Hassan placed his hand on Nicola's shoulder and his words sound steady and deliberate. Okay. Yeah, sit down. Sit down, old man. Nicola gives a faint nod and settles back into his chair, seemingly trying to gather his thoughts. Maybe it's because of the time prison. Ah, yes, the time prison. After experiencing such hallucinations, you have discussed this situation with Asimov. Simple deja vu fails to explain these intricate cause and effect visions, while dismissing them as mere fabricated memories doesn't account for their startling level of detail. Yes, hello, Xenophrase. Welcome to the stream. No, it can't possibly be a mind beacon problem. I've checked your mind beacon every way I can, and more than once. There are no issues whatsoever. Given your experiences, I suspect the answer lies in the time prison. Yeah, the time prison is scary as hell. So, just this is small context. Time prison is where we actually we were with what's her name? Selena during that time, and we locked up a certain being in a time prison. So it could be that way. I mean, Selena was actually like helping me out in this one, and I'm just glad Selena was actually rescued from this time prison. She actually sacrificed herself just to create this prison because of that one powerful being that she can't really beat. So she just, you know, just imprisoned them. I haven't been through the same events as you, but from what you've described, this time prison sounds like a distorted timeline. Yes, it is. Apparently the time prison has already collapsed, so the time will eternally loop and is forever stuck. So that one boss there that was stuck there is eternally imprisoned in that timeline, over and over. And there is no way for her to actually escape it. And if she did, well, it'll be probably like thousands of years. Remember when you used the white noise device to connect us with Selena inside the time prison? At that time, your mind beacon was fully exposed in abnormal time. That might explain the deja vu you've been experiencing at certain times. Those visions could be fragments from such abnormal timelines. Soka. I'm not sure. Humanity's understanding of the universe is still incomplete. We're all seekers on this journey. This is just one possible answer I can derive from the current circumstance. Have your visions given you any more details? Like the sentence movements or even rough locations of Bianca and Chico? I tried, but I couldn't make out any clear details. The mission goes ahead as planned. As for the specifics, we'll re-evaluate once we factored in the intel you've given us and figure out if we need to send in more people. and keep this under wraps. Don't breathe a word of it to anyone else. Understood. Well, what about my team though? Like my Grey Raven team. The conference room door softly clicks shut from the outside. Sound settles back into the room, and after a moment, Nicholas speaks. I'm deploying a cover team to investigate the purifying forest thoroughly. As for Corona, we need to move immediately to assess any potential intel leaks. Bianca only switched to the new frame just before landing, and Sigmata was developed under Corona's tightest security protocols. If there was a breach, we need to trace every possible vector and ensure it never happens again. But it's not. Yeah, if it's not, time prison, visions, Asimov may provide a physical examination for what have been seeing. But until we have the data verified, I'll remain skeptical. For that to happen at this particular moment, I can't help but question whether there's more to it. I understand your concerns, but our primary objective is still the same. We need to extract Bianca quickly and figure out exactly what happened to the crane. Yeah, this is gonna be really intense because we're gonna see that event again over. And to be honest, that is really sad. Especially for Bianca. Well, these are just theories at this stage. If they become a reality, whether it's a full-scale red tide, influx, or some ascendant engineering of those terra-seeping creatures, either scenarios would be far more difficult to control. Oh, and by the way, for those who are wondering, yeah, so if you guys want to know what happened in the story, or like if you want to catch up, feel free to ask, because I've been religiously looking into their stories. Dark areas, but I still don't recommend deploying them for now. Cerberus is on a surface patrol mission and hasn't returned yet. They're also... Only a send in Nicholas' reassessment. The mission's threat level has been updated, prompting adjustment to gear provisions. I'm just enjoying the apps. Okay. As Lucia organized the combat supplies, you sift through the mission reports from the last 3 operations. Commandant. Lee? I'm applying to join you on the surface mission. You prove it first, then I'll go talk to Celica about it. But Hyperial was going through your mission files until he found that your mission ratings had been adjusted. Don't worry. We'll come back safely. I've heard that promise too many times before, but it's rarely kept. You know what? Lee is actually correct. Because the commandant is always in trouble. So, every single time. Like, every single time. I should be going with you. Does Hyperial suggestion require your input at all times? Or, well... as you've already told me. Oh, Neko, unfortunately those, those things will not work. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I have a different set of commands. Yeah, so I have a different set of commands, and mostly are on, well, if you want to see all the commands that I have, well, it's not going to work on Twitch. It's actually on YouTube. Hovering for fun, rushing out mid adjustment in a specialized frame just to find you in the lounge was already more than generous. Don't push your luck. The special frame is in critical adaptation phase. Right now, field deployment is not advisable. Thanks, Lee. I'll be extra careful. I still think... A brief chime from the terminal interrupts your conversation has sent some extra video footage. Lee? Lee, are you there? Asimov was looking for you. Just remember, safety first, no exceptions, and keep your comms open at all times. No problem. I've been bamboozled. It didn't work. Aw. But what do you mean it didn't work? It did work. Did you not hear the redeem? It actually played. Oh wait, here? Okay, so here's the thing. My YouTube commands actually follows a certain command, and what you've just typed in, as long as the bot actually replies, then that means it is actually inputted. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if you've heard that one. Come over to the dark side. Commands here doesn't work either. Yeah, so on Twitch my commands are it's not working. That's weird. Huh. It should have been. Yeah, it says here it's already playing as intended. Like, is it too long or? That's weird. I couldn't swear that actually works. Hold on. You know what? I'm going to type it in because I know this thing works. See? Yeah. I heard it. Pretty little bit heard it. Yeah, I think it's because of the volume I have on my game. That's why it's really loud. Yeah, maybe you should reduce the volume a little bit. Give me a second. There. Increase this one to 20 decibels. There. Imagine not being able to highlight on YouTube. Yeah, it's one of those limitations, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm trying to like work on these things, and I just couldn't find the right time. Anyway, so moving on. The call drops and Lee's image vanishes from the terminal screen. Liv can't join us this time either. Liv's Z-frame is also in the research cycle. The Imperial frame has always been a work in progress. Ever since Liv got back to the Babylonia, the Science Council have been wanting to revamp it, which means Liv has to be available to help them out constantly. It's good to stay busy. Yeah, staying busy is good. New frame. Guess that's good news at least. And these are all good things. Everything will be fine eventually. That's right. It's notice from the transport aircraft. Some mission supplies just got delivered straight to the plane. We need to go check the inventory as soon as possible. Sure thing. At this hour, most of Babylonia's soldiers and staff are tied up their posts, leaving the corridor leading to the transport aircrafts pretty empty. Third rescue team? It's Frame. Bianca? Oh. Bianca shows back in the camera wearing a dark frame which you both find both strange. Find both strange and oddly familiar. Our primary objective is to confirm the survival status of the first and second rescue teams and locate Chico, the vice captain of the purifying force who went missing at the aquarium. We've made it to the designated position. Below us is the Copperfield Aquarium. She shifts slightly, revealing a leaden gray ocean behind her that looks like a liquid graveyard, weighing heavily on the Earth's surface. Your own heartbeat drums in your ears as a shadow takes shape at the ocean's edge. Oh no, not her. Okay, I thought she was gone already. Like, well, trapped rather. That's not a good sign. The fact that she is in the aquarium. A pale girl commands the center of her vision, her silent presence drawing your gaze upward beyond the sea's horizon. That's suddenly the silhouette of a female construct materialized right before you. Bianca. Commandant? I'm not the aquarium. Is this visual distortion from mind diffusion? Can you hear me? How's the situation right now? Nothing. She's completely unresponsive, like she can't hear a word you're saying. Careful. Tropical fish, red tide, the aquarium. Just like that, Bianca's image flickers a few times and then she's gone. What just happened? And who are you? The red-eyed girl just stands there, silent, her finger pointing into the distance. It's over there. There, you witness the red tide surge backward into the ocean. It's huge. Humanoid shadow starts to slowly emerge from the water. It's chanting a dirge, as sound as crushing as a tsunami. Yeah, that is Chico. Like, definitely, that's gotta be Chico. Like a really huge humanoid version where Bianca actually fought this a long time ago and eventually killed her. A jolting cold sweat runs down your back as Babylon's harsh artificial sunlight snaps you out of that vision. That is the lost remains of the terrant humanoid twins. It's anyone's guess how the Ascendants managed to snatch the barely surviving twins, but with samples in hand, breeding new monsters is clearly a breeze for them. Bianca's fragmented words still echo in your mind: the aquarium, the red tide, the terror creatures. Before you can make sense of it, a sharp buzz from a terminal jolts you back to the present. Your transport is leaving soon. Welcome to the stream. There's no time left. Your brain feels thick, like a waterlogged sponge, as you fight against this intense feeling of deja vu. Is this the medicine you need? That's right, thanks. Consciousness creep back into your body and the muffled voices of nearby people drift into your awareness. Yeah. Hey? When your consciousness finally returns, you find yourself lying inside a transport craft. Lucy and a familiar blonde-haired young man stand nearby, their faces etched with concern as they look at you. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. We were just watching the mission footage at first. We were talking about Bianca's frame, and then we just took off. He walked forward without saying a word, like you weren't even there. I tried to stop, but it was rough. It was tough. Mary had just hopped up the transport and said hello, but you just plowed right through him. Yeah, my bad. Should I get Star of Life and the horn for you? Not right now. Thanks, though. In your hazy mind, the vision you just had remains sharp and vivid. I've got to tell Hassan and Nicola about this. Yeah, I think so. A slight urgent voice cuts into your thoughts. The departure's almost a go. Make sure you've got all your personal gear and all non-essential personnel need to bail out now. I'm real sorry, but would it be possible to hold off on our departure? No go. The surface has been too rough, especially in your drop zone. The bunching concentration is off the charts, and with these shifting winds, it's a real gamble for our fight. After I drop you, I still have to swing back and pick up another team headed for the disaster zone for rescue ops. I hear you. As your mind races through the various possibilities, you catch sight of Miri getting ready to disembark. Just give me 10 minutes, please. 10 minutes before we take off. Thanks. Miri. Hey, Grim Commandant. Do you need something? I still think you should get checked at the Star of Life. What's this? Input vital information into the terminal. This is crucial. Please, get this chip to Celica or Nicola. I'm not entirely sure what this young man can be trusted, but given Lee's connection to him, along with this fragment signal I had once mentioned, he seems like the only person, or the only option, left. At least this is a far safer bet than a transport robot or trying to transmit it through the terminal. I guess. As motes hang in harsh artificial sunlight, a cloud drifts past, and blinding pinpricks of light pierce your vision. Everything around you seems or feels surreal. Mary stands before you, his image shimmering under the intense glare. Alright, but I'll hit you up on the terminal later. Yeah, we're in a hurry. Welcome Twitch doesn't have a special command. No, it's not because I hate you guys. It's more of like, I'm still trying to figure out how to do Twitch stuff. And I just didn't have the I just didn't make time for it yet. With a deafening roar, the transport slowly pulls away from Babylonia. And endless cycle. This is Bianca, captain of the Purifying Force, leading the third rescue team into the aquarium, commencing 4th mission log. Good morning, Bianca. Did you do the prep work for today? I heard we're covering... Hey, don't you jinx it. And then he just died. Yeah. Had his head eaten just like that. Dang. That's... Yeah, that went dark like pretty fast. Bianca. She hears a familiar voice calling to her. Commandant, I'm not at the aquarium. In her hazy vision, the sea and sky merge into one. Dark and heavy like the hush before a storm. Is this visual distortion from a mind deviation? Commandant's figure flickers the edge of her visual module. Smudged silhouette standing on the landing pad that wasn't there a moment ago. The human's mouth moves, words lost beneath sounds. Bianca hears nothing at all. Whether or not it's a hallucination in her mind. Careful. Tropical fish, red tide, and the aquarium. Watch out for the ascendant. Yeah, most likely that's going to be Lithos, I think. Captain. Wait a minute, who's this? I'm trying to figure out who this girl is. Captain. Sylph. Wait, her name's Sylph? Sylph? Oh, you be. Barely recognizing the team member before her, Bianca coughs up the thick fluid clogging her throat, trying to steady the pain lashing at her mind. Was that just a mind hallucination? Yet Excelynne's voice had felt real, almost too real to dismiss. There's no time to dwell. The moment the searing pain in her mind dulls to throb, she immediately asks about the current situation. Did we fall back to the first floor? No. Then where? Things aren't looking good, Captain. Someone's controlling the red tide in the aquarium, and they know this building inside out. We're probably on the aquarium's lower second level. Fall back to the first level is almost impossible with the red tide cutting us off. We have no choice but to keep moving deeper. What about comms? Any contact with Babylonia? Barely. The punishing concentration here is off the charts. We're only getting intermittent signals at best. Yeah, that's not good. Flash of red floods her vision. The ceaseless and high-intensity combat has taken its toll. Despite her efforts to shield the refugees and the Purifying Force members, the red tide's corruption has seeped in. Her mind wavers, its coherence fraying at the edges. Now it's hardly the time to wait for the mind to stabilize. Give me some bandages. actually time traveling back to this certain timeline again. This is what appears to be an underground viewing hall of the aquarium. The exits on either side are sealed tight, though the tendrils of the red tide still slither in through the cracks, relentless. The refugees huddle together, clutching old trinkets to whisper desperate prayers. Nearby members of the purifying force stand watch, some guarding the place, others patching up their garments with with hurried hands. Bianca lifts the terminal, hesitates for a breath, and taps the cord. This is Bianca, captain of the purifying force, leading the 3rd rescue team in the aquarium, commencing 4th mission log. I'm leaving the chip containing this recording at this location, marked clearly so that any follow-up personnel can find it and use it for reference. During our sweep on the aquarium's 2 ground levels, we found no signs of the 1st or 2nd rescue teams. However, we later discovered that the Ascendant has been stockpiling a massive amount of red tide in the aquarium's lowest level main tank, funneling it through underground waterways. They've been frequently using it to attack us.
Eagers to Mirror Traveler. A viewer has subscribed to your channel.
Oh. Oh. Thanks for subscribing, by the way. As soon as they entered the deck came, viscous, dark liquid seeped across the floor, swirling with the unnatural currents of the tide. From within its depths, deformed material creatures lurched forward, attacking the rescue team with relentless fury. Deploy reconnaissance drones to detect the specific location of the red tide leakage. If it were you, maybe the experiment would see different results. Dang. It's gonna be Lithos. Hope you have a wonderful day. Alzheimer's. Who's there? Show yourself. Just a little experiment, that's all. Playing along. And it won't hurt much. Stay alert. Watch out for the sewer exit around. Oh no. I didn't know you stream on YouTube. Oh, I stream on YouTube, like for the longest time already. I've been streaming there for 4 years. After multiple engagements of this nature, we were herded by the Ascendant into this visionary approximately mid-sector on the lower 2nd level. Fortunately, we found the rescue targets of both the 1st and 2nd teams, believers of Scarlet Revelation along with their leader, Grace. Well, that's not good. A sharp cry shatters the recording's audio. Bianca hurls her terminal at a nearby purifying force member and the same notion whips her sword staff free. The red tide convulses, its surface bubbling with grotesque shifting forms from the seething mass garbled with whispers of earth. Don't jinx it. It tastes right. No, Riz. Self. It's fine. Now, do we go forward or back? Back. We need to have to find a way to evacuate. The Scarlet Revelation followers aren't equipped for a fight. Pushing forward will just get more people killed. But we still haven't found the first 2 rescue teams and Vice Captain Chico. Let's get the followers back to the surface first and regroup the support team waiting above. This mission, we will get it done. Yeah. But I'm gonna stick here for the rest of the stream. That's all good. Feel free to do so. Rolling at her hood, you still have to say it's nothing more. As the two finishes their conversation, Grace, who has been waiting off the side, fidgets with the hem of her garment, deliberately rustling the fabric to announce her presence. Captain Bianca? The dark green-haired woman tightens her grip on her oddly decorated staff, hesitating as if searching for the right words. Thank you for risking yourselves to come and help. And thank you for opening the control room door just in time. His head jerks up, her gaze briefly locking with Bianca's before she takes a half step back. Her fingers nervously trace her staff, as if the motion might offer an escape from the weight of the moment. Sorry. Student members of the Scarlet Revelation opened the control room door, but earlier they were the ones who doubly closed it in the first place. When Grace was in the low-level control room, she spotted the new coming rescue team through the surveillance cameras. Seizing the opportunity, she herded the followers into this hall and sealed the door from the control panel. The rescue team would inevitably come this way, and they did. She should play the helpful ally, opening the door for them, granting them entry. A small favor. A calculated gesture. Deep inside, suspicion and fear war with an irresistible pull towards independence on this very power. How long have you been inside here? Sensing that Bianca might not intend to dwell on the issue, Grace's response in a hushed tone. At least 10 days. I came in here this morning. After stepping into this place, my timing device conked up. So I started carving a vertical notch on the stick. Every time my stomach started growing uncontrollably. Might be accurate, but sometimes I backed up from starvation.
Donated by Signs 82. Glad you're back to streaming.
Oh, thank you, Siamese. Thanks for the dono. Yes, I really do appreciate that. I'm also glad I went back on streaming. And there's gonna be a lot more because I'll be, this week is gonna be really packed. Like, seriously packed. Starting from Wednesday until all the way to Saturday. It might not be accurate, but sometimes I blacked out from starvation. But I'd say it's been about 10 days. Chico, have you met the first and second rescue teams that Babylon sent in? We never ran into the first rescue team, but the second one. Chico, are you talking about a construct with blue hair? Yes, that's her. Do you have any clues where she is? I'm sorry, she was standing between the Ascendant and us with her team. All we could do was run. After that, we hid in the control room, here on the lower second level. But this place is swarming with those monsters, and by that point, our food was already running out. Don't worry, you'll make it back to the surface safely. I'm sorry, I wish I had more to offer, but all I can say is, I'm sorry. She murmurs anxiously, fearing Bianca might abandon them to leave with her more combat-capable teammates. Is there any work I can help with? Anything at all, like we can scout ahead or whatever you need. I appreciate the offer, but that won't be necessary. Right now, we don't need anyone risking themselves to clear the way. We'll make sure everyone gets back to the surface alive, one way or another. Yeah, I don't think the Scarlet Revelation is capable of scouting. They're gonna get themselves killed, like, pretty easily. Considering these creatures are actually formidable. Meanwhile, inside the monitoring room, the agent in black fixes his gaze on the figures, flickering across screens. The crowd's getting bigger, mister. Should I release some red tide to break them up? A bit of commotion wouldn't hurt. Man's tone betrays a flicker of dissonance. Mister, your consciousness. Don't worry about it. Struggling to block Korean thoughts from the noise, Funny rubs his index finger against his mask, lost in contemplation. How's Chico's fusion going? Oh dear. How's Chico's fusion going? More successful than originally expected. She might be more suitable for a Terra humanoid fusion than Grace. A faint nagging confusion that settles him. Yet no matter how meticulously he combs through the information, he finds no clear flaw. Still, he feels it, something slipping behind his grasp. It began at some indefinable moment, elusive as a shadow. The tower is cutting off contact with him. whatsoever about of this outcome. He scouts every note, every record, but not a single sign suggests the tower would disconnect. Yeah, it seems like my eyes are starting to like dry up for some reason. Only after relentless searching does the uncover fragments hints. The shift, the anomaly, might lie right here, the Copperfield Aquarium. But what exactly has changed? The creeping loss of control gnaws at him like insects on an elephant's hide, trivial in scale but relentless in distraction. I wouldn't really hit on his plans, but it fractures his focus. Why? Did the cradle of deep blue fail? Darn. Something unexpected happened within the tower, is it? This is the first accident beyond reach. The first time he has faced the dawning realization that beyond his vision, something lingers. Vast enough to eclipse the cosmos, blinding his perception, yet small as mere insect, existing at twilight. But its fragile light swayed by a single breath. Oh, for those who wasn't able to catch in my stream previously, one of the features I've done here currently is that I can fully track myself now. Like, I can do a lot of things already, like raising our arm like this, or yeah, I'm just like trying to like tilt my head in my hand. Hope you like this new system. For example, the cabinet with purifying force. A more perfect creature means more possibilities, right, mister? Right. Yeah, this is gonna be really something. I'm actually wondering how will Liv actually come in here. And Bentang can control her hands. Can't control her hands. Yeah. I mean, I can control my hands. Wait, look at that. See? Gives us proposal. Silent approval. They're all Copperfield Aquarium redeems. There's the command, and the time is still on their side. Hell, my right eye is actually like malfunctioning for some reason. It's starting to hurt. Darn. So it has like 22 nodes, and we're on the 4th one. Yeah, let's do a little bit of combat just to alleviate my drowsiness, I guess. Yeah, more beat up stuff.
豪華の果てを見せてあげる。逃がせないわよ。隠れる気？甘いわよ。まだまだここからよ。いいか、笑える。はあ、年功最国。あなたの最高の痛み。
I guess I should do this too. Yep.
集え、暁の光。翼よ羽ばたけ。
There.
当たれ。紅の集中攻撃。彼方まで超えゆけ。
Hmm.
行くぞ。立ち
36
止まるのは
seconds. I feel like I can do faster than that. But my right eye's actually like really hurting. What the hell? I wonder why.
見せてあげる。逃がさないわよ。隠れ総員出撃。これよ。
I mean, I should play the game with my eyes closed.
私を傷つあなたの
I'm just listening to the sounds. See if this works. Ah, so, like this.
暁の光。
1, 2, 3. Then just attack, hold this, and then hold again. Oh, dang! I finished it with my eyes closed.
見ましょう。降りかかる苦難がすべてなくなるまで。
Wow. Mhm. But actually, like, I think I need to wash my face a little bit
見せてあげる。
because I can feel my eyes.
逃がさないわよ。
My eyes not functioning properly.
総員まだまだここからよ。 私を傷つあなたの最高の痛みよ。集え暁の光。翼よ羽ばたけ。行け。それ。翼よ羽ばたけ。
Oh, oops. Broadcast. Ow. I sleep though. Ow.
集え暁の光。よきなさい。彼方まで越え行け。
Here.
まだまだここからよ。
Two.
あなたの最高の痛みよ。
There.
甘いわよ。まだまだここからよ。笑える。好みの熱さ、あなたに託すわ。
Darn. I think I need to I think I need to wash myself a little bit. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna take a short break. See if my eye is actually like something's going on. Something's not going right in my eye. Just gonna have to invest. Yeah, this version of VR is actually pretty powerful. And if you're using her garnet, it's even better too. Like even before this model or this frame, it's really good. Anyway, I'll be right back. And felt unsatisfied though. Aw. But anyway, yeah. So I'll be right back, and let me just fix myself a little bit. There. I'm finally back. Dang, that felt so much better. Just a little wash in my eye, actually, or my face rather, actually felt better. Yeah, sorry for this sudden pause. I'm good. Just had some eye problems. But yeah, right now I'm actually doing better now. Yeah, just a little bit of washing actually helps a lot. Hello, NBC Vera. Yeah. I think it's Vera.
もう死は恐れない。恐れはしない。これこそが不屈の道を切り開く。
Dang, that is so cool.
行くぞ。立ち止まるのはらしくない。
10 win streaks. 4 more. Almost there. There. One, two, three. Is this? 1, 2. There. One, two, down. This. Just wait for one more. There. There we go. This one. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, freaking. Sorry. Dang, he actually caught me in midair. What the hell? That's how you don't see everything. There you go. Yeah, this one's fast. This is good. Also, hello Blitz. Welcome to the stream. Wow. It's pretty funny how I'm just trying to play this game and would you consider this game out? Would you consider this game chill? Because for me, I feel like I'm chilling.
暁の光翼よ羽ばたけ
There. Gotta be faster.
当たれそれグレンの
集中攻撃
彼方まで越えゆけ集え暁の光それグレンのように咲き乱れろ彼方まで越えゆけ
There we go. Let's switch this.
死は恐れない
One, two.
道を切り開く準備はすでに整っているもう死は恐れないこれこそが不屈の意志生き抜いてやる道を切り開く
One.
当たれ集え
There.
暁の光
One, two, three. This way.
翼よ羽ばたけそれ当たれグレンのように咲き乱れどきなさい彼方まで越えゆけ
One. Just a bit more.
それ集え暁の光
Uh-oh.
翼よ羽ばたけ
Maybe make it?
カラスバのように輝き黎明のように貫け翼よ羽ばたけ逃がせないわよ総員出撃
Yeah, I didn't make it. It's only like 2 minutes. Darn. So the time limit for this one is 2 minutes. I have to defeat the boss in 2 minutes. And I think I have an idea how. Charge me.
逃がせないわよ
There.
隠れる君総員まだまだここからよ
1, 2. Well, we'll switch to Lucia after this. There.
あなたの最高の痛みよ
There we go. Switch. And 1,
暁の光
1, 2, 3. There.
翼よ羽ばたけ
Use this. Dive when you hold. There. And double again. 1, 2. Uh-oh. That's not good.
行けカラスバのように輝き黎明のように貫け
There.
どきなさい彼方まで越えゆけ
This is actually getting faster than usual. This is good.
もう死は恐
Okay,
れない
we'll just use one cycle.
恐れはしない生き抜いてやる
And we're gonna do multiple cycles in this.
道を切り開く
There.
もう死は恐れない
Yeah.
恐れはしないこれこそが不屈の意志道を切り開く
There. Here.
逃がせないわ
1,
よ
2, 3.
まだまだ
Hold this.
ここからよ
1, 2.
年功最国あなたの最高の痛みよ
Now, I think we actually more nuts in this one. There.
まだまだ
Just a few more.
総員出撃行け
There.
集え暁の光
1, 2.
カラスバのように輝きどきなさい翼よ羽ばたけ
1, 2, 3.
グレンのように咲き乱れろどきなさい彼方まで越え
We
ゆけ
only have like 20 more seconds. 20 seconds, rather.
集え
A
暁
few
の
more.
光
There.
翼よ羽ばたけ
One circle. There. There we go.
行くぞ
1 minute and 40 seconds. 20 seconds to spare. Right, we're almost done. Then we can continue the main story again. Wow.
この決断だけは誰にも邪魔させない。
Oh no. It had to be her. One of the hardest bosses I've faced. Ah, freaking.
私を傷つけられるの？
That shockwave is actually like pulling me out of her range. It's so annoying.
八つ咲きよ。
And look at her HP. She's almost like 3k.
予想通り。
Uh-oh. No. No, don't. Gotcha.
通さない。
Gotcha. Perfect. 1, 2, 3.
翼よ羽ばたけ。
1, 2.
無駄だ。
彼方まで。越えゆけ。
審判を。
もう死は恐れない
Gotta prevent her from doing things.
恐れは命がけないぞ
お前たち守れない。偽りの天国を撃ち落とす。まだまだここからよ。
1.
優柔不断。
No, I don't.
審判を。
あなたの最高
Gotcha.
痛みよ。
見届ける。
There.
我々の未来。
1, 2, 3.
審判を。
And swipe. There we go.
進みましょう。降りかかる苦難がすべて
Hey,
なくなり
1,
ます。
2, 3. Right, last one. Now I don't have to worry about the timer in this one. What matters is, I guess I need to survive. But the longer the battle goes, I might actually get myself screwed.
豪華の果てを見せてあげる。
Oh, it's Nigel. Oh dear.
逃がせないわよ。隠れる。
It's a blind person.
まだまだここからよ。はあ。年功最国。あなたの最高の痛みよ。集え、暁の光。
1, 2, 3. There.
翼よ羽ばたけ。
Uh-oh. Ow.
カラスバのように
Don't.
黎明のように。
集中攻撃
行け。紅蓮のように咲き乱れろ。彼方まで越えゆけ。
もう死は恐れない命がけで行くぞ生き抜いてやる
Ow.
問題ない道を切り開く もう死は恐れない
He actually just dodged my ultimate. What the hell?
生き抜いてやる道を切り開く
There you go.
逃がせないわよ。隠れ。まだまだここからよ。はあ。年功最国。あなたの最高の痛みよ。私を傷つけられるの？
まだまだここからよ。
1, 2.
連行大国。あなたの最高の痛みよ。
There.
もう死は恐れない。生き抜いてやる。
1, 2, 3.
道を切り開く。
So crazy.
もう死は
Again.
恐れない。
1, 2, 3.
これこそが不屈の意志。道を切り開く。
I'm contaminated being weak. That's not good.
集え。
We gotta finish the fight like ASAP, or I'll suffer like greatly.
翼よ羽ばたけ。当たれ。行け。当たれ。カラスバのように輝け。グレ。よきなさい。彼方まで越え行け。集え。暁
Come
の
on.
光。先に下が
Uh-oh.
ってください。
That's not good.
私を傷つけられるの。そう言い
I can't use my ultimates anymore.
もう死は恐れない。
This is so not good.
これこそが不屈の意志。生き抜いてやる。
先に下がってください。
まだ倒れるわけにはいかない。
集え。暁の光。
1, 2, 3.
行け。きっとまた
Ah, freaking.
会えます。隠れる気。
集中。
これは
まだ倒れるわけにはいかない。命がけで行くぞ。
どきなさい。
あとは
Freaking.
任せた。
That's not good.
逃がせないわ。
Wow.
隠れる気。
I'm down to my last life.
ないわよ。所詮踏みにじられる。
Aww. Darn. That was difficult. Yeah, I can do this. I can do this. I just gotta secret smith stuff like pretty nicely. It's already the last stage already, so I should be able to do this. Should.
豪華の果てを。
I need to do this right.
見せてあげる。
Let's go.
逃がせないわよ。総員出撃。あまだまだここから
There.
よ。
1, 2.
連行大国。あなたの最高
Time to go serious.
痛みよ。集え。暁の光。翼よ羽ばたけ。それ。行け。翼よ羽ばたけ。黎明のように貫け。行け。紅のどきなさい。彼方まで越え行け。
もう死は恐れない。恐れはしない。起こったこれこそが道を切り開く。
It's about 1 minute. We gotta do it faster.
まだまだ
There.
ここからよ。
50 seconds. Come on.
あなたの最高の痛みよ。隠れる気。甘いわよ。まだまだ
Here.
ここからよ。
1, 2. Again.
あなたの最高の痛みよ。
Switch.
集え。暁の光。
1, 2, 3. There.
翼よ羽ばたけ。
Again. Come on. Oh. Oh. Oh, Raiders. Oh my god, wait, hold on. I'm in the middle of a fight, but yes, welcome Raiders. And thanks for the raid, Sister Midnight. Haven't seen you in a while. So yes, my name is Excelynne, the Mirror Traveler from the Mirror Universe. Sci-fi theme inspired VTuber who loves, well, pretty much anything that's sci-fi, basically. And I'm currently in a very tight fight with this boss. Like, seriously, this is like the final boss. Freaking. Yeah, so how was your stream, by the way? Come on. Oh dear. Come on. 10 more bars. 10 more bars. Ah. There. 1, 2. Ah, freaking. Uh-oh. That's not good. Yes, well. Welcome. Ah, freaking. 4 more bars. 1, 2, 3. 1. Uh-oh. Darn. Freaking. This is so close. I was so close. It was really close. I kind of messed up one of my combinations. I can do this. So yeah, welcome readers. And yeah, so how was your stream, by the way, sister? What were you doing? I understand if you need to like raid and run. That's understandable. I was chaotic somewhat. Kept dying. Which game? What game were you playing? Oh, we persevered in the end. Ah. Division. Ah, Division! Yeah, I've never, I haven't heard anybody playing Division nowadays. I always keep hearing people playing, you know, typical games like Valorant and, other stuff. Yeah, but at least, so how was it? Like, you kept dying but you persevered. Did you, wait, so did you actually won or something? Is it like a, I don't know, an extraction shooter game or something? I'm not sure what Division is. There. 1, 2, swing. There. I'm just dying to rogue agents. Aw, dang. Just 1 second, ready? Switch. 1, 2. Dive. And shift. 1, 2. Yeah, I'm sorry if you can see like a bunch of particle effects currently ongoing in the game, because this is pretty much like a high level gameplay already. It's ready to run, but today was... But it's all good. It's all good. Rest if you have to. I understand. Alright. You have a good night too. Good night, good night. 30 bars, and we still have like 40 more seconds to beat him before everything gets really rough. Okay. There. 1. Oh, what the? Did he just become invincible? Never mind. Don't contaminate, it's getting weak. 23. Here. 1, 2. Come on. 20 seconds. 1, 2. Just a bit more. There.
死は恐れない
1, 2.
生き抜いてやる10個でこそが不屈の意志道を切り開く
It's already 2 minutes past. It's not good. I gotta beat him. It's only 6 bars left. 1, 2.
集中攻撃
Oh, freaking.
集中攻撃 もう死は恐れない生き抜いてやる
There we go. Ow. Ouch.
行くぞ立ち止ま
Holy
るの
crap.
はなし
That
ない
was hard. Finally, expert seal. I can finally claim it. That was such a torture. The suffering. Now at least I'm pretty much done here. Now time to wait for the next next week for it to actually reset. And what else? Oh right, we need to roll for this one too. I think I'm gonna roll for the S rank character in this one, or yeah, I'm gonna roll for this one. Okay. Roll. Oh. 5-star.
指揮官指揮
Ah,
官
darn. Already have her. She's already maxed out. That's fine. Okay, convert. There we go. There, I guess that's pretty much it. What else? I can just continue this one. There we go. And back to the main story. Echoes Trip, chapter node 4. I'll try to finish this. Or I can go as much as I can. I've got the basics down. He reads through the mission intelligence he provided. The blonde construct pulls up a map on his terminal and marks the location of the Copperfield Aquarium. Given the situation, pushing forward from here might be our best move, if your vision is real. Speaking of the devil, Commander, what's up with that hallucination thing? Y'all good? Need me to... I'm fine. Kevin jerks up, upright scene, and only to be immediately shoved back down by Camu's firm hand. His free arm flails in futile protest as he whines. I'm just worried about Commander. Yeah. It's all good. All this commotion doesn't seem to have disturbed the white-haired construct. Yeah. Wanchi's always asleep. Though deep in sleep, his mere presence radiates a quiet reassurance that wraps around like a warm blanket, easing the tension in the air. Now that I think about it, this mission actually has 2 elite squads deployed. It seems President Sen and Nicola have already verified the information in SAW and reassessed the aquarium's threat level. Not 2 squads, 3. We received an emergency notice mid-mission ordering us to wait and rendezvous with you. Also, During the briefing, Commander Nikolai mentioned that Cerberus would move straight from their patrol mission to meet us at the aquarium. They happen to be stationed at the conservation area nearby, so it's only a short boat ride over. This is all very serious. Yeah, so this is actually pretty crazy. The fact that you have to call in the Strikehawk and also a Cerberus team as well. Now that Chico's team has been missing, and also Bianca's. Dang, Purifying Force must be in tight. Must be in a tight, sticky situation. The commander needs more solid proof that the ascendants are actually breeding the red tide at the aquarium to breed some creature worse than the Terra humanoids. Otherwise, Parliament would hardly approve deploying the last batch of Omega weapons recovered from the moon. Most counselors still see the moon's 0-point energy as an important asset. Not surprising at all. Your vision alone can't serve as evidence, even if it indirectly supports the information's credibility. You still need something more convincing to sound the alarm. Cockpit here. We're approaching the target location. No viable landing zones in the area. Prepare for drop. Dang. 23 meters per second. Temperature negative 12 degrees. Dang, that is freezingly cold. Repeat, prepare for drop. See conditions update. Command, we're almost there. There aren't any vital landing zones for the transport area nearby. We'll need to make the jump from here to reach a target location. The plane frame is equipped with a short-range glide device. I'll get you to safely to the aquarium's perimeter. Alright. Wait, you're really gonna jump in your condition? What if when we land... Nah, not gonna jinx it. Yes, thanks, Kamui. I'm the strongest. Yeah, I gotta reassure him. After checking the protective suit and securing the safe ropes, you watch as the transport craft's jump door slowly opens. The hydraulic system hisses, its sluggish metallic grind protesting under the strain. Salt-laden wind surges inward, tangling with the leaden sky. Ow! Ow! And when the humming returns, the familiar distant resonance comes around you. Through fissures into heavy clouds, crimson light bleeds into view. At the periphery of your vision, the pale girl appears in silence. She quietly stretches out her hand, gesturing at a direction. What? Struggling to speak in an endless nightmare, you press your tongue hard against your teeth. The sharp pain is the only anchor keeping you conscious long enough to choke out a question. The girl's response is the same, a silent gesture toward the distance. The frick? This time, however, the pale girl hesitates. Her lips remain sealed, yet a soundless voice echoes in your mind. Chaos. The world reverberates inexplicably familiar, yet devoid of memory. Chaos. Seeing that you fail to grasp the meaning, the girl's arm jerks up again, insistent, forcing your gaze forward. Where towering crimson waves devour the horizon, and there, amidst the churning abyss, a colossal humanoid silhouette stands up upon the sea. Trying hard to make out the humanoid shadow. You squint, desperate to discern its face, then the tide crashes over you. When your vision clears, what stands upon the sea has become... Bianca? Her solitary figure, slight against the vastness, stands upon the sea. Commandant. Her voice seems lost in the roar of the tempest, rising from the far edge of the world. Ascendant, under the sea. Careful. A terror creature, red tide, into the sea. The winding red tide blooms beneath her feet as the female consort stands poised, her expression a fusion of sorrow and steel. Farewell. Your vision blurs once more, dissolving into a haze of static. Wait. The female consort silhouette fades again, swallowed by the sea. Descended under the sea. You open your mouth to press the pale girl name chaos for answers, but before the words can form, your vision twirls. Towering waves surge forward, crashing around you. Cuff. You right? The wind howls in your mouth, sharp and unrelenting. As weightlessness twists your stomach, the world lurches, spinning wildly. I think you passed out just now. Fine. Below the ground surges upward, a blur of motion until Plume's short-range glide device activates. The moment your feet touch the ground, you collapse in a greaseless heap. You're bleeding. We need to disinfect it. Dang. Ugh. Wipe it away. Yeah, it takes disinfectant from the medical kit and gives it basic treatment. Strikehawk, who landed nearby it, also agrees with you. Probably just capillary rupture from the impact. Doesn't look too serious. Let's hold here and regroup for now. Kamui, scout the area and check the punishing concentration levels. Report unusual immediately. Okay. Kamui, they head up in different directions. After a brief rest, the dizziness from the vision gradually fades, yet the haunting image lingers. Bianca in the dark frame standing upon the sea. Her silhouette seared into your mind like a brand. The sea area we just dropped into. What's in that direction? According to the satellite map below the sea area we just dropped is the Copperfield Aquarium. The aquarium. Due to your previous vision, this rescue plan for the aquarium has always focused solely on the interior of the facility. But since the Ascendants chose a seaside aquarium as their den, and their objective can't possibly just easy red tide storage. What you really need to guard against isn't just inside of the aquarium, it's the facility's large drainage outlets as well. Where's Cerberus right now? A moment later, the red-haired captain's voice crackles through the terminal. This is Cerberus. What do you want? Vera? Good, you still remember my voice. Something is up at the aquarium. I need your approximate location. We're about 20 minutes out by the sea from the aquarium zone, assuming Noctis isn't straight up piling the boat. Oh my god, Noctis. I need to sweep the area surface and locate the aquarium's main drainage outlets in advance. The aquarium's drainage outlets? So what you're saying is, you want us to take our pathetic handful of Omega weapons and set up defenses at the aquarium's drainage outlets in advance. And there's no problem with that, I suppose? Kamui will bring supplies and rendezvous with you. Glad to know you decided to start thinking. Thanks. Fine. I'll take your brilliant intel and sweep the area for aquarium's drainage outlets. Then guard them ahead of time. Let's hope your speculation is not wasting our time. Terminal's screen flickers a few times with Vera's scornful laugh, then goes dark. Yeah, that's Vera, alright. Typical Vera. Built solely with Copperfield's funding, the aquarium was a marvel of advanced bionics, meticulously replicating marine ecosystems and behaviors. During the Golden Age, it had been the world-renowned, a testament to human ingenuity. Now, time has reduced its glory to dust and cobwebs. The entrance bears the scars of battle, exposed rebar claws at the air, grasping broken concrete like skeletal fingers, while small patches of red tide seep between the wreckage. After forcing open a barely passable route, your team moves cautiously along the battle scars. On either side, massive ecosystem tanks line in the corridor, the glass walls still intact. Inside, schools of fish cluster together, untended yet still active. Aside from the battle damage, the rest of the facility is eerily operational. Almost too pristine for a place that should have been abandoned years ago, when the punishing fires first ravaged the world. If the aquarium really is the Ascendant's den, just how long has this been part of their plan? Behind the glass, a glint of light flickers in the pupils of a bionic tropical fish, fist. Oh dear. As it watches in the silence. Then from beyond the water displays, footsteps echo. A group emerges from the shadows on the meat hall. Oh! Wait, you're alive? This is Chico. We're no longer detecting any corrupted signals at the entrance and surrounding 1 kilometer area. Beginning the investigation on the Scarlet Revelation era. Yes, Captain, the corridor ahead is swarming with corrupted. It'll take time to clear them out. Any readings on the life detector? Signal interference is messing with the scans. We can't get a clear lock right now. Focus on defense and keep pushing forward. Dang. There's labyrinthine halls, the endless waves of corrupted, and their repeated failures to breach the surveillance system nod at Chico's patience. Pack up, team. Check remaining supplies and proceed to the control room. Behind her, the newly deployed recruits murmured among themselves. Their voices hushed, still no response. Hey, we're moving out. Don't just stand there spacing out. Let me give it one more try. Copperfield's encryption patterns are all similar. If I can crack it, it'll make things much easier for us. Maybe the guy was getting creative that day, or perhaps the incidents altered the encryption. I really don't want to see any incidents today. Hey, as long as you stick with the team, you'll be fine. The vice captain's here with us. Oh, they're calling me. I'll go ahead and clear the path. By the way, I requested a transfer to your squad after this mission. We can. Don't you jinx it. She said in resignation. De la Poor attempted yet another breach into the surveillance system. Unsurprisingly, the program rejected his access with a cold, blinking error. He exhaled sharply before falling back into step with the team. On either side of the path, murky water shimmered, their depths alive with the mechanical glide of bionic tropical fish. Tropical fish? A faint, unnatural gleam flashed in the fish's glassy eyes. Wait, that's bionic? But that didn't make any sense. Why were they so active after all this time? The fish drifted closer, their movements eerily synchronized, trailing along the glass as he passed. How? Like a sailor lured by a siren song, his steps faltered, then slowed. No one noticed that he had already slipped behind the others. The glass enclosure suddenly shattered, and the red tide bursts free. On your guard! Fall back now! Despite this scattered information, most Purifying Force members were battle-hardened veterans. Within moments, they evacuated the area, now overrun by the red tide. Silently, the red tide receded through the drainage pipes, its retreat unnervingly precise as if guided by an unseen will. Behind the water veil, the tropical fish observed everything in silence. At the far edge of the hall, Bianca and her rescue team approached the area cautiously. This is Bianca, reporting from the Copperfield Aquarium. Beginning mission now. The objective is to locate Vice Captain Chico of the Purifying Force and members of the Scarlet Revelation. Captain, the punishing concentration here is very high. Let's keep moving. Battlefield scars mottled the ground as viscous red tide oozed from the drainage outlets like clotting blood. The smell of vital fluid. There was a fight here. The trail leads the way. Drainage outlets. Someone was controlling the red tide, making it surge from drainage outlets. They forced the previous rescue team into that direction. But why? Her visual modules absorbed every detail until her purifying force, honed intuition, locked onto movement behind the liquid barrier. Tropical fish. Even bionic. Could they have survived this long? The tropical fish. She slowly approached. The water reflection blurs as a bionic fish twists its body, a flicker of crimson glowing in its mechanical eyes. It's looking this way. It's looking at you. Ah. Dang. Instinct takes over, you fire the fish in the rippling reflection. The target shatters on impact, scattering jagged metal fragments across the ground. Over here, command. Copy. Something's weird about that bionic fish. It's infected. It might have been corrupted by the red tide. With the red tide leak here, the punishing concentration is way too high. You adjust the protective suit's port, confirming it's still functioning properly. After injecting the serum, you take another careful scan of your surroundings. I think I'm gonna walk over to Wanchi. Wanchi's carefully examining the overturned tables and chairs on one side. Their crimson crystal clusters have already crept up the surrounding walls. The punishing concentration is off the charts, and this red tide isn't like anything we've faced before. It always spreads fast. Things aren't looking good. The ecological tank, a few bionic jugglefish continued their leisurely swim, untouched by the chaos around them. The carefree movements contrast sharply with the battle-scarred surroundings, the telltale signs of some violent struggle that must have raged here. Faintly, some subtle scraping sounds echo from nearby. Granted, the information we've gathered has been synchronized back to Babylonia. For the next step, we point just beyond the lower level 2 sign. The passage behind the water curtain now stands open, unnoticed by anyone. Some sound is coming from behind there. Ooh. Ah. Groaning sounds. Scary. They murmur in indistinct whispers, their voices weaving a haunting, almost cheerful melody beyond comprehension. Okay, I'm curious what this is. Conference room. And that concludes the data report transmitted back by Chrome. The screen freezes in a pool of thick, crimson liquid, its surface twisting, the original form now barely recognizable. Fragmented metallic limbs of fallen constructs protrude from the morass, clotted with malformed chunks of flesh. Ugh. And faces. Ugh. Okay, that's disgusting. Amid the undulating mass, several disturbingly serene faces rise to the surface. Okay, that is disturbing. That's gonna live in my head rent-free. They murmur in distinct whispers, their voices weaving a haunting, almost cheerful melody beyond comprehension. At the end of the report, the Grey Raven Commandant left a message, saying that they were about to head to the lower second level of their cream. The punishing virus concentration is higher there, so they were concerned about potential delays in transmitting future reports. As a precaution, they relayed this information ahead of time. The Science Council takeaways that the red tide is mutating from corrupted to the red tide. From the red tide to those she deliberates for a long moment, unable to find a more suitable words to describe what grotesque mass of flesh. Those terror creatures in the red tide. If they were not illusions created by the Excelynnes, then what the Grey Ribbon Command saw in the vision that led us is accelerating the evolution of terror creatures to the red tide would be an established fact. The projected screen displays a series of images, clearly illustrating this fact. You've got to put a stop to this. Those Omega weapons. No, that's not going to cut it. These are just predictions, and they won't be enough to get Parliament to sign off on using the Omega weapons we salvaged from the moon. Right now, the moon is the only place where we can even make Omega weapons for a lot of people. These weapons mean their best hope of taking back Earth. You can practically hear the arguments now. Producing Omega weapons requires 0-point energy. Right now, the only place in our controlled territories with 0-point reactors is the lunar base. We can't throw away our long-term future for a quick win. The mere fact that the Purifying Force Captain and Vice Captain are lost to the Aquarium won't be enough to sway those Chancellors. Even the red tide influx alone won't make them abandon their hopes for the 0-point reactors. Unless Unless a greater threat emerges, something that puts the surface itself at risk, threatens Babylonia, and puts their interests on the line. Actually, that's the only way for them to actually, you know, agree with us. I mean, in consensus. Selka, mark the red tide influx wrench point. Based on its spread, pinpoint all nearby conservation areas that'll be impacted. President, once the red tide expands, it'll impact a total of 13 conservation areas and multiple plantations in the surrounding areas. Here's all of them. Oh, you have hand movements. Yeah, I do have movements. See? It's already complete. Like, I can just raise my hand like this, or just or just put my hand behind my head or something. I've improved. That's why when I debuted this model like a few days ago. Yeah, there's like a lot of changes. I can move back. Huh. Just like you to do that. Well, everyone's got something to care about. Speaking of which, how's the lunar base inspection shaping up? 15.21% done. Hauling the engineering gear takes ages, and it'll be at least another 4 or 5 days till it's wrapped up. The meeting room goes absolutely quiet. A faint sound comes from the outside the door. It's Asimov. President said, Commander Nicola, we've processed the data report you just sent over. The analytical and simulation results are ready. And the conclusion? Our findings confirm that the ascendants are mass breeding the red tide under the aquarium. The punishing virus in the red tide is already showing signs of mutation. I advise immediate intervention, otherwise the red tide influx will trigger widespread predatory creature spawning, placing all coastal surface strongholds at risk of total collapse. So, if the Omega weapons are no-go, is there any chance we could use the Longins arsenal? I'm afraid not. The Longins arsenal can only hit the red tide on the surface. The red tide in the aquarium is 3 floors down underground. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Even if you place all those beacons as well on the aquarium, it's still not gonna work. By the time it gets even close to the underground red tide, the longest arsenal would be within 60% of its punch, making any direct impact impossible. Mid-conversation, Asimov's terminal chimes abruptly. He silenced it with a frown, but seconds later, the sharp ringtone pierces the quiet again. Nicola gives him a look, and Asimov, clearly annoyed, answers the call. A pale woman's face pops up on the screen. Let me guess. A pale woman. It could be... what's the name again? Freaking... one of those scientists, I think. Yeah, her. So, she goes by the name, I'm trying to recall her name. She's like one of the bitchy aspects for a scientist. I keep forgetting her name. None of her Vesalius. Yeah, there we go, Vesalius. None of my business. Asimov, the frame was Kurono's solo project, just loaned to Babylonia as a courtesy. I've got every right to know where she is. Yeah, she's very meticulous about things. She's on a classified mission. The details are under wraps. Sparing the bureaucratic evasion, Commander Nicola. Kurono handed over the Zigmata frame to the Mid-Terra for free. As its creator, I'm entitled to answers. Actually? I hate to say this, she's right. Sigmata's last transmitted mind data was a mess, full of interference. The frame might already be rife with punishing virus. She was never the primary compatible user to begin with. Keep this up, and without a command to stabilize her mind, that frame is gonna be scrapped at the bottom of the sea. What about Phantom Tracer? Equipping the Phantom Tracer would cause severe deviation in Bianca's mind, and its operational performance is far from ideal. That's Stigmata's own lookout, and not the Phantom Tracer's fault. Can't accept herself, can't even accept what she's become. Pathetic. It's no wonder she's frying her own mind with that frame, that attitude. Whatever. do what you want with the entire hive mother's tissue and the Phantom Tracer, but you better find a way to drag Stigmata back. Or trust me, you really won't like seeing the bill for her frame development. That's not your concern. It better be. I'd hate to see my life's work just become disposable junk. Yeah, she's pretty much like that. Bianca's frame. This vision is undeniably dire. The Science Council has received Stigmata's latest mind synchronization data. The terminal screen enclosed with stark red data streams. Bianca is exhibiting severe mind deviation, and we've had no mission updates for far too long. Given their current progress, they should be at the lower second or third level by now. The high concentration of punishing fires is probably messing with their comms. Okay, if I remember right, the Science Council has been working on a new frame customized just for her. Yeah, though progress has been consistently slow, as most faintly at the mention of it. The Science Council isn't just looking to turn on another frame that can only lug around Omega weapons. We've been trying to build this frame's capabilities from a completely different angle. Remember this frame's core ability? It's purification? Given the current circumstances, compression would be a more accurate term than purification. Take the Phantom Tracer, for instance. Its prime function is data acquisition on the punishing virus by scrambling the viral information structures. This frame can essentially thin out its concentration. It's like dropping ink into a stream. It doesn't truly purify them in any real sense. Can the Hive Mother's tissue brought back into Corona be put to use? It can be. After getting my hands on the tissue, I managed to simulate a Phantom Tracer reversal effect using external equipment. It's enough to sustain this frame's combat operations, but only for a limited time. At maximum, we're looking at 5 hours of runtime. After that, the frame's energy depletes, and the system will force a shutdown. That should be enough for now. Worst case scenario? We might have to roll out this frame sooner than planned. Alright, I'll make sure this frame is deployed with the teams transporting the Omega weapons. Asimov, can you handle the prep work for its deployment? Sending the club staying behind, still trying to get Parliament on board with using the Omega weapons. Asimov, meanwhile, turns and exits the meeting room. Bianca's new frame. Back at the Science Council, Asimov breezes past multiple layers of security until it reaches the classified laboratory. Before the frame's storage chamber, he stands motionless, his eyes fixed on the scrolling data virtual screen beside him. His mind races. The Phantom Tracer can extract information from the punishing virus, but this capability isn't solely due to Corona's technology. The true source is the entire hive mother tissue embedded with it. Thanks to Commander Nicholas' arrangements, this invaluable specimen now resides securely within the Science Council. Its potential should far exceed mere decrypting or decompressing the information carried within the punishing. It's as if a locked door looms before him, intangible and yet undeniable. All he needs now is a key. A key that can really dissect the very essence of the punishing virus. Darn. That's getting deeper. Wow. I'm so happy in this story. And it's gonna be like what? 22 nodes? Oh dear. Yeah, we still need to catch up with the other stories. Look at this. Like, we're trying to finish the chapter 36, and then we have 37, so we are technically two chapters behind. Or 3, rather, because I'm still doing the Echoes Adrift, but yeah. Plus, these 2 side quests as well, which hopefully I'll be able to do this later on. Because I'm curious, like, based on the picture, it looks really nice. So I want to see this, like, later on. And Yeah. I'm just excited. So much for progress. Hmm? And I still need to like build Liv since she's still under, like, I still don't have her weapon COB. One day I'll get it. For now, we're gonna try this one. Yeah, okay, without Liv, I'm gonna try anyway, so let's see how I fare. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can do this properly, but let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna try and memorize her skills again. I kind of forgot how to do it. Hmm.
獲物の匂いがする。あなたの色。ナナミ、出撃。苦難を超え、
And this one?
心を澄ませます。現状
One,
は
two,
見破られます。
one,
見届け
two,
なさい。
three,
これが私
four.
の意志。ようやく夢の終わりです。
There you go.
神聖へと導きます。
Dang, I love that. I love her too. I love her style now. It's so beautiful.
天の先行を求める苦難を超え、心を澄ませます。現状はいつか見破ら見届けなさい。
Ah, sorry. Ow.
大したことありません。現状はいつか見届けなさい。ようやく夢の終わりです。
Yeah, I need to mark this again. There.
見届けなさ
There
い。
you go.
ようやく夢の終わり神聖へと導きます。
That was beautiful.
求めるのは帰りなさい。
There.
天の先行を苦難を超え、心を澄ませます。
One, two. There you go. One, two, three,
これが
four.
私の意志です。ようやく夢の終わりです。
Ow.
大したことあります。神聖へと導きます。求めるのは真実です。天の先行を受けます。帰り苦難を超え、心を澄ませます。現状はいつか見破られます。見届けなさい。これが私の意志です。ようやく夢の終わりです。神聖へと導きます。あなたは私を頼ってください。
Guys, I still need more practice for her. And she's not fully built, so might already have some problems with her. One day. She'll be strong. One day. Yeah, I'm placed like 8th. Darn, these people are really good. Right, missions. Claim this. Okay. Or this stuff. Should I roll for this? Maybe later on. What else? Let's check this one. There. Events. Okay, so we've got this. Codings. Okay, we're finished with this one. This one too. I think I've gotten most of the events. Okay, I just need to do this. Might as well do this since it's already here. Tutorial stage. Okay, we're finished with that one. So I'm going here. Yeah, I think my live is actually stronger. And I'll just build the entire electric team.
みんなの元に戻ってくれて。わかった。どこに行く？
Now let's see if this works. And hopefully it does.
運命を変えるため、みんなを守るために、ナナミ登場。求めるのは大したことありません。苦難を超え、心を澄ませます。見届けなさい。これが私の意志です。ようやく夢の終わりです。
Well, that was fast.
晴れました。未来はずっと平凡でしょう。
But that's beautiful. I like her in outro. That looks really nice. Mirrored renewal. I'm actually curious, what does her intro look like? I gotta see this.
恐れなどとうに捨てました。
I feel that.
求めるのは真実。
I love that.
天の先行を苦難を超え、心を澄ませます。見届けなさい。これが私の意志で、ようやく夢の終わりです。神聖へと導きます。求めるのは帰り、天の先行を苦難を超え、心を澄ませます。
Dang, I'm actually starting to understand how she plays.
晴れました。
Holy
未来
crap.
はずっと平凡でしょう。
I love this. Okay, last one. Her expression is quite different now compared to how she had before.
求めるのは真実。天の先行を受けなさい。苦難を超え、心を澄ませます。見届けなさい。これが私の意志です。ようやく夢の終わりです。神聖へと導きます。求めるのは帰ります。天の先行、苦難を超え、心を澄ませます。見届けなさい。これが私のお肉、夢の終わりです。神聖へと 導きます求めるのは大したことありません
Ow.
苦難を超え心を澄ませます見届けなさいこれが私の意志ですようやく夢の終わりです神聖へと導きます求めるのは真理天の先行を受けなさいだけ求める大したことありません
There we go.
晴れました未来はずっと平凡でしょ
Yeah. This lapidity frame is actually really strong. Can't really deny that. I'll just have to like read her story later on. What else? What else? It's this one. Oh, I haven't tried this one. Pet. Yeah, it's not until the 22nd, so I still have time to do that. What else? Omniframe with Demoness. Huh. Yeah, everything ends on the 22nd. Base mission. Huh. Empty. Let's see. Collectibles. What? Is there anything else? Go. Analysis. Yeah, we already finished this. And Nightfall finale. Oh, this one is just a outfit thing. I wonder what the story here is. Oh. Wait, so if I actually go with that, do I get something? Oh, hello. Yes, hi. Yeah, so you have to spend just to get these things. Darn. What's gonna happen if I do this story? Do I get something? Or... yeah, do I get something in here? Wait, let me just skip this for a bit. It's actually short-hauled. Damn. He actually speaks. Dang. Okay, I don't want to spoil myself in this one. I'll just skip this. I want to see more. What's gonna happen if I complete this? Is there like a certain bonus if I complete this, or? Yeah, I still have like 2 more weeks to complete it, so still have time. There. Luminous Dawn. I'm curious what the upcoming alpha would look like. It says like she's gonna be a lot stronger than her, like the pussy child. Dang. I guess I don't have anything to do. Except for this one, I can roll for this. Yeah, I'm rolling for this, because why not? I'm rolling. Roll. Darn. 5-star. And it's Carivore. Oh well. What if I get a lot of those things? How much does he have? Oh dang. Yeah, this is definitely gonna take a while. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we can continue the main story again. Because we still have to like know what happens. What happened to the aquarium now? Echoes and Drift. Rebirth and Future. Bianca is going through severe mind deviation. Magic concentration in the air thickens gradually, disrupting communications with Babylonia. Transmissions fracture into static, making smooth contact impossible. Along the way, your group eliminates several more terror creatures, like those encountered near the lower level 2 signage, and likewise collects a few more cold, clam metal name tags. Delapore, Norris. After securing them carefully, you press forward. The lower second level's passage twists into a labyrinth of shadows and steel. Continuing as a group would be inefficient, so after a brief discussion, you decide to split up. Wanji and Chrome take the left path. Lucia leads the remaining rescue team members to the right. I'm going with Lucia. She's gonna need me. Chrome and Wanji be fine. Raven's teamwork speaks for itself. With just a glance, you and Lucia are on the same page. She slides through the mangled steel bars, blocking the right passage, clearing the way to the door beyond. The punishing concentration still rises a minute. Be careful. Oh, hydrate. Hold on. Thanks. There we go. Suddenly, a cold mechanical voice cuts through the air. There. Before the words finish echoing, a purifying force member behind you lets an arrow fly, and it sends a broadcasting device crashing to the ground. So the aquarium's announcement robots. Crazy. It's still working. Someone must have been keeping this place up all this time. But who would bother painting an aquarium at a time like this? Could it be the Ascendants? After a thorough inspection of the announcement robot confirms no anomalies, you head over to the accompanying task force constructs for disposal, just as the group prepares to move forward. Lisa's voice cuts through the silence. And over here, we've got something. Let's go. Vital fluid hasn't dried up yet. These traces must have been left pretty recently. I smell vital fluid. It's coming from over there. They might still be alive. He sniffs the air, catching the lingering scent that points to where the target might have gone. Let's go. Following the Purifying Force members' lead, your group barrels forward in hot pursuit until... Squeak. It's a mouse person. Someone's up ahead, and they're wearing a Purifying Force uniform. He doesn't recognize the figure from behind, but the uniform is unmistakable. What's your construct ID number? Well... Welcome to Aquarium New Staff. Oh dear. Get back. Crepuscule is a test mess of forcibly fused vicious flesh. Fin-like structures jut out from its head and slowly writhing red-tide crystals cling to its twisted arms. Freaking what the hell is that thing? I mean, you tell me. Suddenly, the biohazard incineration defies fires, reducing the not yet fully formed abomination to a charred husk. Damn it. A rescue team member from the Purifying Force mutters, a frown creasing her face as she takes down the corrupted. Wait. A metal name tag catches the light, glinting faintly amidst the scorched wreckage. No doubt about it, this was once a construct soldier from Babylonia. Mrs. Brown first as she used the tip of her blade to pry the name tag from the charred remains. They were all constructs. That's right. We need to hustle and keep pushing forward. We need to quickly find the rest of the rescue team members. This is very ironic, because imagine a rescue team being rescued. We briefly exchange information with Chrome and inform him that the Atera creatures are corrupted constructs. The data is being logged. As long as we have signal coverage, my terminal will auto-sync the mission report to Babylonia. As for our situation... So you guys found a construct? Oh! She's, Who is she? The beat-up construct right in front of me gives a casual wave hello. Hello there, conservation heirs, soldiers. She took out all the Atera creatures in the corridor, but beyond that, she's not sharing anything with us. Oh, she's a fighter. Dang. Just as we're about to press for details, their terminal suddenly rings. Surprisingly, there's a weak signal here. Chrome quickly opens his terminal and uploads the mission report. He is compiled so far. Can you hear me? Yep, can barely hear you. It's going to show to be more stable now. I'm briefing you on urgent development. Bianca's condition has become critical. I can see that coming. Vesalius, the technical director from Chrono, just contacted me. Given that they developed the Stigmata frame, they possess the necessary systems to monitor its status. She told me Stigmata is in critical condition and might already be heavily corrupted by the punishing virus. Bianca is going through severe mind deviation. We need to find Bianca and Chico fast. Can't afford any more delays. Right, I'll have the standby support team bring down Bianca's new frame Crepuscule, along with a Phantom Tracer that's been modified into a COB. Support has Parliament authorized the usage of the mega devices? Or wait, new frame? It's been a secret development for quite some time, just never activated until now. Stigmata's status isn't looking good, so we're rolling with Crepuscule for now. However, keep in mind, this frame can only sustain combat operations for approximately 5 hours. Beyond that, its energy reserves will be depleted, and it will automatically shut down into sleep mode. They're setting back up. Has Parliament authorized the usage of Omega devices? Not yet. President Sen and Nicola went into the main conference room quite a while ago, and there's still no sign of them coming out. But we've already received data from Chrome, and Nicola is mobilizing every available task force needed to the aquarium, with maximum priority. Remember, the CUB must be activated simultaneously with Bianca's new frame. It'll keep the frame from running longer. Huh. The Phantom Tracer. How's the Phantom Tracer, Stigmata? It's Vesalius. Bianca, she isn't a primary compatible user. I've never told you about this. Was this something you learned from another one of your visions? Yeah. So it's when you're having mind-beginning examinations with Excelynne, you had discussed these visions with Asimov, however, without any precedents for reference. He couldn't definitely identify their cause. Why isn't she the primary compatible user? During the technical development phase, Corona designs construct for specific functions, not with a particular individuals in mind. Most of them are built in functionality and technology as the main focus. Once the frames are done, they mass screen compatible users from their database. Anyone who proves compatible can use them. This development approach is concerningly aggressive, as they are willing to employ any means to achieve their goals. However, this approach enables them to compress new frame development cycles to an alarming degree. Correspondingly, this type of frame doesn't have a long service life, and it's more likely to cause mind deviation. Bianca received her modifications as dateless, so her Veritas frame data is already archived in Corona systems. It would naturally factor into compatibility assessment. Before her redeployment of Copperfield Aquarium, Corona offered Bianca access to Stigmata in one condition: she'd need to provide sufficient experimental data in return. She accepted the terms. Oh. Apple is super particular when it comes to specialized frames. Aside from Imperial's unique case, every other frame goes through endless compatibility tweaks. They're always pushing the envelope, technically, but never at the expense of safety. However, this methodological approach inevitably leads to greater research challenges, and consequently, longer development cycles. While we managed to develop an emergency coating to cover modest frame's exterior before her departure, this solution ultimately cannot solve the mind deviation caused by the frame incompatibility. Can a mind connection temporarily smooth out the mind deviation? Yeah, but swapping out the frame altogether is the best bet. I'll prepare Bianca's Crepuscule frame for transport and have it dispatched with the first surface support team. All I need to deliver the transport pod to her. Okay, so I'll just have to bring this pod to her. In a very hostile environment. The comms fast out for a bit before Asimov cuts the connection. Doesn't look like good news. Bianca's already having mind deviation. Let's keep pushing. No sign of them on the ground floor or the first lower level. They're probably lurking in uncharted parts of the second level or the third. Yeah, this is gonna be, Why are there so many terror creatures? Behind you! Oh. Dang. As the gunman clears the long-haired construct casually retracts the gun from her left arm. Thank you. No matter what, she just saved a Babylonian soldier. Hold on a second, there's a catch. Okay, what does she want? Pulling some from her gun barrel, the long-haired construct surveys the room. I can see what you're up to. You're here to save somebody too, aren't you? I need you to find someone. Who? Grace. The Scarlet Revelation leader. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't even be working with you Babylonians. Why have you been following us this whole time, or why are you suddenly willing to work with us now? There are just too many corrupted and weird creatures past the lower third level for me to handle on my own. If you help me find Grace, I'll tell you everything I know about the routes ahead. But we have no means to verify what you have to say. What if your routes are fabricated? I mean, that's true, but... yeah. I'm right here, let's be real. My combat skills are trash compared to any construct in your group. If my route map's fake, just kill me. Isn't that what you Babylons are so damn good at? Not necessarily. I mean, the Purifying Force, that's it. If you didn't say anything, I'll take that as you're silent. Go ahead. As a bonus, I'll be gracious enough to tell you my name. Don't have to. Aren't y'all just dying to know who I am? We're only traveling together for a bit. No need to swap life stories. Hey, a little curiosity wouldn't kill you. Yeah, I'm just gonna tease you like that. My name is Lulu. Don't forget it. I'm Lulu, the first Grand Protector of the Scarlet Revelation. Oh. The Scarlet Revelation doesn't have any constructs. And at the very least, they don't have the means to turn people into constructs. How would you even know what if the Scarlet Revelation has a Grand Priest who can easily turn humans into constructs in a flash? No way. No way. That's impossible. Ugh, never mind. This is getting boring. I'm just a construct rambling on the surface. And Grace took me in. I'm just tagging along to get by. Grace is always spouting that spiritual mumbo jumbo. Who knows what's going on in her head before she left? She ditched all the old, weak, and sick folks outside, then led the rest of her followers in here to seek salvation. With her gone, a bunch of idiots were already yelling about leaping to the red tide to find salvation. I had no choice but to come in here myself. I'm not going to be responsible for those idiots' lives. Bianca? Can we trust her? I'm not sure. I mean, it's the only way that we have at least someone to help us. We can stick together for now, but let's stay on our toes. Wait, I'll keep an eye on her. The crime isn't a playground. If her goal is truly to rescue Grace, then it aligns with Babylon's objectives. But if she tries anything, your team has more than enough combat power to handle her. Well, by the looks of your faces, have you two finally come up to an understanding? Let's get going. Watch yourselves. If you fall behind and walk into a trap, don't expect me to bail you out. Basement level 3. Yeah, we're really deep now. Here we go again. She twitches her ears, immediately picking up the sounds of the approaching red tide. Far, safe, witch. Together, come join us. Welcome, Copperfield Aquarium welcomes you. Why don't you join us, witch? Suitable. Sylph, take them and go ahead. We can't leave. There's no way out. There's only one path left, and as if the incident is deliberately herding these lands to a predetermined spot. So, we're stuck moving forward, aren't we? Lady Revelationist, do we really have to press on? It's come to this, hasn't it? What? Didn't you promise to lead us to rebirth in the future? Rebirth? Isn't it right behind you? It's completely fixated, staring at the red tide slowly rising behind Grace. Those are monsters. How can it be? That's Marvin. Don't you see? He's waving at us. Hey, Lady Revelationist, thank you for leading us to rebirth. We won't have to starve anymore. But to jump into the red tide. What? Wait! At least, not yet. She winces, her eyes closing in pain. If you enter rebirth now, God will be displeased. God does not wish to accept your offerings under such hasty circumstances. Is that so? Dang! Yeah. Didn't you just see them? Those monsters are punishments sent straight from the heavens. Only when the time is right. Here she goes again. Well, at least she managed to save that guy to, with another weird lie. As long as those followers don't dive into the red tide and just become another headache for us. She's still just dropping those useless little pebbles as markers. As long as they're happy. How's the situation with the Purifying Force members? Terrible. 3 are injured and showing symptoms of corruption. Their minds are already starting to defeat. On top of that, 2 members got swept away by the red tide when we were making our escape. They just couldn't move fast enough. A quick breather? No, it's not safe here yet. Let's keep moving. Declenching, she lunges forward, her blade flashing in a single decisive strike, cleaving through the entire creature just as it lunges for Sylph from behind. That was... dang! Ah.
Viewer has subscribed to your channel.
Oh. Hello. Thanks for the follow. And but the reprieve is short-lived. The red tide surges forth, spewing from the drainage outlet. Sylph, take them ahead. Get into that room and seal the door. I'll hold your rear. Without words, Sylph hoists an injured consort onto her back and calmly directs the Scarlet Revelation members to evacuate. Meanwhile, Bianca muses her strength, pushing back the relentless terror creatures hot on their heels. Oh! Oh! Thank you. Dang. I was not expecting this, to be honest. The wealthy whale just, yeah. Nice to meet you, wealthy whale. Which is the witch. Captain, join us. Yeah, so good to see you on a stream. Hope you're doing. Hopefully you're doing well this fine evening or morning. Stay here. Join us, sweet. Yeah, we're already in the really deep end right now. Yes, the red tide is about to swallow Bianca whole. Sylph darts out from the doorway, like lightning grabbing her. She uses a climber rope to slide back into the room, moments before the door slams shut. Ooh. And yeah, and I'm curious though, like, I'm not sure if I met you both the way that. Do I know you? Maybe it's just me. But that's a very fascinating name, by the way. Wow. The sea surface not far from the Copperfield Aquarium. The sky hangs dark and heavy as a massive storm brews on the horizon. A vessel tears through the gloom clouds. Does it really take this much effort to locate aquarium's journey outlets? Huh? This hellhole hasn't been maintained in ages. The fact that I even found this place at all is pretty damn impressive. I smelled it. The drainage over there. Grieving Command's intelligence is very accurate. Hey, don't make such a fuss. Have you checked the punishing concentration? Hold on a second. Whoa, the punishing concentration here is way higher than in the waters we just came through. Not bad for a Grieving Command. Enough talk. Let's get off the boat. Dang. Well, at least the server is actually doing something now. Turn the corner around the sand dune. They spot a drainage outlet, taller than a person, using a small patch of red tide that practically snarls at them. Ugh. Those descendants are as tasteless as always. Did he really breed all these? Now just casually eliminates a still writhing terror creature, a look of pure disgust on his face. That's not even the half of it. This isn't a terror creature. This thing used to be human. Ooh. Ascendants. Annoying. Keep your eyes peeled. Given the heavy punishing concentration around here, Ascendants are probably still lurking nearby. That's perfect. Just what I need to warm up these fists. Mission first. Get the Omega weapon deployed near the sea surface outlet. Those two from the Strike Hawk better pick up the pace. I'm afraid. She has her eyes, sensing the agitated punching fires in the air. I've actually been sub on YouTube for like 2 years. Whenever you go live, I'm somehow always busy. Well, it is good to see you again, both of you. No wonder your name sounded very familiar. I'm afraid the descendants have already gotten rid of us the moment we hit the beach. Mister, it's people from Babylonia. They've discovered the abandoned testing grounds. On the monitor, the red-haired consort stares provocatively at the micro camera clearly. Tracking down such electronic device is no sweat for Babylonian personnel. Mister, should we drive them away? How is the fusion of Chico and the terror humanoid progressing? The incubation isn't complete. The progress has been smooth so far, but it'll take more time. Open the floodgates. Unleash the red tide that's built up at the bottom of the abandoned testing grounds. Oh! Well, this is the first time I actually, well, I had a hype dream before, but that was quite a while ago. I appreciate that. I dream. That is rarely ever stop. Choo choo. What I'm trying to say is, if we release the red tide, the experiment might fail. Once those floodgates are open, take Chico and head for the backup facility on the island to keep going. I've already left enough materials there. Mister, what about you? I'll stay behind to handle the storage tank situation. Once I'm done, I'll catch up with you at the island. He immediately leaves the monitoring room. Vodigan stands in the empty room, his eyes clouded with... Oh. The disappearance of the tower. Could it be because of you? Yeah, he doesn't know because this is a different timeline. The purple hair ascendant drifts like a phantom through this graveyard of their own making. For some reason, the background looks like a giant mask. He expertly weaves through the tight spots with the creepy hetero creatures acting like docile kittens at his command. Here. Well, that's a new one. Yes, inside at the eerie tentacles poking out of the sword tank sides. A slight frown creasing his eyebrow. No matter though, it won't derail what we're doing now. Alright then, come along, Miss Monster. The paper crane execution chair morphs into a huge mechanical contraption, effortlessly lifting the bizarre humanoid figure right out of the storage tank. Whoa! Okay, that looks so cool. I have to admit, this is like the best figure I've seen on Chico after the events and the real grotesque figure, which that was something. Several chapters ago, but this actually takes the cake. Like, I love the design, but at the same time, I'm like, this is all sad because Chico turned into freaking corrupted, and it speaks volumes that I'll be fighting her. I would wish I could play Chico as a revived construct or something, but knowing the story of Punishing Grey Raven and pretty much Cur games, they have like really dark stories and characters do die here. It's okay, it's almost over. This one is gentle, as if he's trying to soothe the bizarre, unconscious humanoid figure. Paper Crane lifts her up and trails slowly behind Lith as they press forward. There's an underwater passage leading directly to a nearby island. En route, Mr. established long ago as a backup plan, meticulously prepared in advance. Now, as long as... Oh, she's awake. Chico suddenly starts flaying wildly. Chico? The execution chair reacts quicker than Lithos can, clamping down hard on Chico's limbs as metal bits dig deep into her flesh. Chico, you already prepared down the conscious memories that should have. Yeah, she's like a berserky monster. Darn. The aberrant humanoid seems to have completely lost its mind. She thrashed while ignoring Paper Crane's restraints. With a grotesque twist of her body, and at the cost of chunks of her own flesh, she breaks free from the execution chair. Chico, over here. Follow me. Just like how he handles other hunter creatures, Lithos tries to get close to Chico. This immediately unleashes countless red-tide strands that coil around him like a toxic cloud. But Chico now emerged with a terror humanoid. It clearly isn't fazed by these attacks. Ooh, I also really like that sound of Mirror Traveler. Oh, thanks. Isn't it when it came out? I appreciate that. She aggressively closes in on the purple-haired ascendant, slashing at him without a moment's hesitation. Lithos curls up in an execution chair and envelopes him like a custom-made cage, keeping him perfectly protected. Where did things go sideways? Chica before him clearly has no self-consciousness, but why would she awaken at this moment and develop desires to break free and attack? After her strike misses, Chica gives up her attack and vanishes in a flash. Her eyes remain vacant, as if she's performing all these actions unconsciously. Why can't you just be a good little test subject and play along? Transcending death, isn't that humanity's pursuit? Fine. Number 21 squints and cocks her head, listening hard for something after taking out the third mini surveillance camera. 21? Captain, I hear something over there. Back up. You're an idiot, 21. This is what you heard? No. Wait. Yeah, Noctis is just being narrow-minded. Or, not narrow-minded, short-sighted. A faint but thunder-like echo rumbles from deep inside the pipes. Fall back! Bear grabs 21 and scrambles up the hill above the drainage outlet. In a flash, with a deafening roar, the red tide surges forward. It's like a dragon diving into the sea, swallowing everything in its sight. Oh. Yeah. Damn, they're really going all out just to take us down. He just stares dumbfounded at the red tide gushing below. We're really gonna clear this place out. With a handful of Omega weapons we brought. Prioritize sealing off this drainage outlet. Something big must have gone down inside the claim. Descendants wouldn't just ditch this hideout to deal with us. Noctis, get around back and bring the boat over here. 21, find the floodgates. Dang, can you hear me? Groovy Commandant. Okay. Reasons. Where's on the other feeds in and out? Vera? The floodgates of the drainage outlets are open. Have you guys gone head-to-head with the Descendants yet? Not yet. Alright. To cut the chase, we're deploying all our Omega weapons near the drainage outlets. If there are any floodgates, we'll try to shut them. But right now, even if the three of us dove into the sea with Omega weapons strapped on, we couldn't halt the red tide influx. Kamui. No, Kamu. We're a good ways off from the aquarium, and the punishing virus is scrambling the location signals. It's going to take them a while to track us down here. You've really thrown me a curveball, Grey Raven Commandant. Be careful. Doesn't matter. Service won't fault over this. With the red tide release, Descendants might go all out or try to escape. You should... Oh, darn. Here's brings the ever-present danger. With a flick of her wrist, she tucks the terminal away as if the threat means nothing to her. Captain, something sabotaged the floodgate controls. I knew it. Let's move. We need to meet up with Noctis. These few Omega weapons won't be enough to block the water outlets. It's okay. She manages a bitter smile, her gaze fixed on the red tide as it floods the sea, concern clouding her eyes. Don't we still have the boat? With the red tide released, the ascendants might go all out to try to escape. You should... And it cuts off. Again, what's the situation with Cerberus? The red tide has been released from the drainage outlets. The ascendants might try to escape or launch an attack. But we haven't run into an ascendants yet. We're currently in the corridor on the lower second level. Lynne has been lying, at least not about the directions. She has successfully led our group around most of the red tide contamination and collapsed areas on the lower second level, bringing it to the lower third level's entrance. If we go any deeper, we'll probably contact with Babylonia. Or lose contact with Babylonia. Every single transmission from Bianca and Chica cut off after they went into the lower second level. Wanchi, please take the intel and samples we've gathered so far back to Babylonia first. Watch that. This rough narrow terrain isn't favorable for a sniper to operate effectively. Rather than continuing to explore forward, it's better suited to help you secure a return route first. Anyone who wants to bail now can lead back with Wanchi. What's with this? Anyone who wants to bail talk. If you're talking to me, just spit it out. No way am I leaving. I haven't found Grace yet. Even if the red tide swallowed her whole, I'm still dragging her back with me. And that Lulu's not going to hold your group back. Alright, let's go. Fine. It's getting really more intense now. Yeah, I guess I can call this a day for now, and we'll continue the Echoes of Drift later on. And since we have, well, so how many notes we have? Finished 7 out of 22. We still have 15 more notes to finish, and that goes with the other stories, which has like what? Dreams are bound. Yeah, well, we still need to. Yeah, I'm not gonna open this yet. Not yet, anyway. So yeah, I freaking love this design. So yeah, let me just claim this. So before we go ahead and end the stream here, I'll try to search someone who's available to be rated and redirected on YouTube. Resources and clear. There we go. Right, so let's go ahead and see who's available around this time. So we have so a friend of mine is playing Dispatch, and another one is playing Valorant. The other one's playing Silent Zone Zero Mega Bonk. Dang. Yeah, well, I guess we can go ahead and raid one of my good friends here, Asha, on Twitch. And as for YouTube, let's see. We can redirect this towards, let's see. Yeah, we can go ahead and raid a Dull Dummy. And Dolly is actually a pretty nice VR painter as well. Right now he's on a just chatting stream, so he's probably painting something. Hold on, I'm gonna take a peek, like real quick. Oh, he's just chatting. Yeah, so Dolly is just chatting, but we'll redirect the YouTube to Dolly, and we'll raid Asha on Twitch. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so before we end the stream here, and I'll bring you guys over to them. Next stream is gonna be well, if I'm gonna follow my schedule. Wait, where's my schedule? Yeah, so my next schedule will be on Wednesday, and that is gonna be a Wuthering Waves stream. So we'll be continuing the story with well, the new area, because I have not seen the new story yet. So all I know is since I tried pulling up for Chisa and I failed it during the time when I was actually like on a hiatus during that time. So yeah, we'll continue the story on Wuthering Waves on Wednesday. And then from Wednesday onwards, it's gonna be one heck of a grind. So yeah. Anyway, so thanks guys for dropping by to my stream, and I really do appreciate guys for coming over. And I'll see you guys on, well, on the Wuthering Waves stream. Yeah. Y'all have a good one. Bye.